hi guys, Elduk Namaskara, I'm Asthra and welcome back to another CODM stream and another watch party kind of thing. It's not a watch party, we'll be watching, we'll be enjoying by the way, and you guys are free to enjoy. But the thing is, the match has already started and we are heading on to it. And let me just start. We don't it's
managed to hold on to the controls at hard point, but it instantly slips out of their hands. It's just a scramble to get those kills,
There's no way. Master is
Team
still
2 versus 5 Alright. Someone's going good and that's
and now that you realize the next hard point as well is going to be popping up.
Time to pound. Alright. I'm sorry. I did prepare a little the background, but yeah, I was not able to
already 5 AM. They do want to take the lead on the point,
because
but
I think till yesterday we were busy.
He's holding them down like that.
We were busy with the
he's able to rack up a lot of skills.
but yeah,
The man's still on the point,
right?
and he's pretty much denying everyone from the side of 5 AM who tries to chime in on towards the board. And this is exactly what I'm saying. Look at the team play from time to pound. They know exactly what angle each and every single player needs to hold. They've got each other's back covered.
Wait, I want to see my own.
About it. This was
I'll get back to stuff. The whole watch party thing. Let me just fix this issue. Krishna is like, bro, welcome to the stream. Where are you from? My Krishna. Oh, Krishna, bro. Welcome. Okay, time to go. Nice. What's happening? Let me just adjust everything, guys.
Not enough players to
Give me a minute.
Should come in without even breaking a sweat, especially with Progressive being in such a brilliant position behind enemy lines, finds that kill for his team. And look at this now. Time to pound is being a distraction for the players at 5 AM everywhere else on the map. They get slowed down so much.
Somehow they've got the hard points on the lockdown, but finally that lockdown is broken by 5 AM as they get the next hard point in their hands, but they just need to keep on par with the defense. As long as the defense can be on point, the players have time to pound. They're not going to have any chance to try and move on through. Another player gets taken down by ZXFG, but still,
we'll prepare everything, right? We'll make it right.
We'll make it inside of the scenario. As 5 AM, they keep on losing out on the players. Just look at the amount of crossfires we're seeing being set up from the side of time to pound.
I don't know this
just walking inside of meat grinder.
Well, let's see. I
think they were a part of
this meat grinder again and again, and look at this. Wanted spotted out, but that was a
the FSN tournament and as well as the I2K tournament too. Abel's Master Random. Let me just write them up now. I'm fine. I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are things going? Let me just write them up. Don't have space for them, or do I?
Next hard point
just
opens up
a new column for all the local teams.
This time both the teams are prepared for this one.
And let's write down all the
frag gets ignored from the flank and he's still there, causing a lot of trouble for the players of Time to Pound. This could be it. This could be the moment that 5 AM gets to initiate their comeback. But as I say that, the clock comes out and Ahmed just shuts down all of their
Anu bro, Anish bro, welcome to the stream. Hey. I just read your name as Anu.
To be pulled through. You can see even the Violator.
Because they combined both.
A while ago. So one thing is for
sure,
T2P
and actual have a T1 team. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, they were there, right?
Like, went with all the
agree. On the other hand, we have, at 5 AM we have Wanted, Adim, BD. I'm looking at them for the first time. So it's kind of, yeah. I've seen them play. Progressive, not progressive, but Abhi, Master and Random, I've seen them. I think this is a new team for them. Old lineup with the new team, I guess.
It's really tough for the players of 5 AM to try and do anything. Trying to use the utilities to try and
I think they have experience going against Godlike.
No matter even if you try and block the visual off the opponents, they still somehow get those kills.
They were in FSN. That guy was in FSN finals.
Up that kill counter for as long as possible.
Within P lines.
Single second to breathe, but this side.
Welcome to the stream, Eternity, bro.
32, 100 points over. Time to pound. Complete control, but seems like it might just slip away. Look at the kill feed. ZFXG, Aju Prime finding 2 important frags, Progressive and
we have 5 AM.
Here comes the Sparrow.
Alright.
It's an important play being made, but instantly shut down. That was horrible to watch, but still, I think that was the closure that Time to Pound needed. I think they are just going to run away with this game now.
Yeah, this hard point's completely smoked out, Johnny. They do want to create a little bit of that partition, but it's still looking next to impossible considering Time to Pound. They're just out-ruling the players of 5 AM.
हम ऐसे tournament में कैसे participate कर सकते हैं?
does not have any sort of reply to the players of Time to Pound. We already know Time to Pound, they're running
you
away
need a
from the
team. After that, this tournament will do this open qualification thing, like they put the poster. you need to follow them on Instagram or YouTube or anywhere. They put that posts out where they are putting qualification matches. You can participate there with your team and get your entry.
They need to contest it
and
not let go of it.
You got to sponsor me, dude.
I think it might just be a little
Alright, 150.40. Alright, 5 AM.
Players of 5 AM, they're struggling to
are in trouble.
that happens,
okay, they're looking good with the kills. I mean, 16, 15, not bad. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of good for 14, 40. But yeah, on the other hand, the hold that, they're into a pitch. There's only one guy holding it, and there comes Master. Now he holds it.
Was going crazy. Just popped a 3K a while ago.
That's
but it does not really matter when your teammates are not able to do anything. You can see
why are we not able to hear like the whole?
These guys are racking up so many kills to the point where now the players of 5AM, they're completely invisible on the map itself. They're getting spawn camped as well. They're not even having a chance to move outside of their own spawns. And look at what am I watching. Constantly, the players of Time to Pound, they're pounding through the players of 5AM. At 5AM, they're not even getting a chance to look at the hard point itself. As soon as they step in towards or anywhere near that hard point, they're instantly getting picked up with the players of Time to Pound. And even a big strikes down another player. What did I just see?
Bro, you have to be
they're starting to make a lot of those rookie mistakes.
Yeah, Krishna bro, listen to Eternity bro. Tanesh bro, welcome to the stream.
There is some flex from a waist, just slides right in his face, dodges the fire, and
team with players having different skills, which of the unity can make proper team. So they're playing with new versions. What? Ooh, they're playing. Bruh, if you go there, you cannot score even 10 points. Yuvraj bro, welcome to the stream. What are you watching? I'm watching Call of Duty Mobile Snapdragon Challenge.
And I think this hard point
like the Pro Series, bro. Raji bro, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining.
It is way too massive, and it's not a search and destroy as well. Considering a team synergy is looking on point, we know search and destroy. It requires the team synergy and the communications on the point. And for now, for Time to Pound, everything seems on point. They're looking like a completely new and reformed team, and this is exactly what we wanted to see from the side of Time to Pound. They're just dominating through. They're just running through against the players of 5AM. As 5AM now don't even stand a chance getting spawn camped as well. Now the spawn sides are going to be flipped. But for how long can 5AM keep on fighting through
it's like they're getting scattered, dude. I mean, 5AM.
And they need to be let outside of it.
Well, it is a misery, but, you know.
I know 5AM, they don't play like this.
It's going to come to an end soon. The next hard point
okay.
It is open, and the players of Time to Pound already there.
You're telling they're better?
He does try to find his frag, but fails to do so. Master runs in. Weedy's at FXG shut down. Griffin finds one more. Time to Pound again. Very eager to close out this match.
Bro,
and
I kind of hate this. I'm not able to hear them out. Like,
as you mentioned, Necro, their misery. They
are volume is too low. How?
At least on hardpoint, but 5AM. Can the comeback be made on search and destroy? That is what we find out next. Because well, hardpoint is done.
Hardpoint, as I mentioned, Time to Pound, the only chance 5AM can have a chance to pound down the players of Time to Pound is by winning this hardpoint, but unfortunately 5AM,
they have missed on a big margin,
but still 5AM too, they are pretty strong at search and destroy. I do expect this one to go super close, but if Time to Pound keep on playing the same way they were playing this hardpoint, with the communication, even those micro details that were needed inside of the game, Time to Pound was doing that perfectly, be it the utility utilization, even 5AM, they did try to throw out some smokes, but it's really not going to matter when you've got all the 5 players just spamming through the smokes, and when you try to slide in, you instantly get welcomed with a barrage of utilities and bullets.
I think as you let you guys in on all the
communication for today from the side of Time to Pound was just phenomenal. Every single player just covering up for each other extremely well. Multiple times we saw the players on operator skills get completely shut down, and yet when we expected that to be the big moment for the side of 5AM to make a recovery to just rubber band back,
let me do one thing.
Did not happen at all. The most amount of control they had on a hard point was within the first 20 seconds of the game. After that, they just walked in to die.
Yeah, I mean, just stuck on 50 points. That's a big thing, Johnny. And knowing the fact that, yes, 5AM, we do understand it's quite the newer team on the block, still getting counted like this, it's something I never saw coming, right? It's an absolute pummel. It's an absolute domination from the side of Time to Pound. And knowing the fact that Time to Pound isn't even one of the best teams that this entire region has to offer, just imagine what 5AM needs to go through in the future.
Oh man, I mean,
the caster, the guy with
the players don't respawn again and again every single round. I mean, after round they do respawn, so that could be the same case for set of 5AM maybe. But let's see.
No, Johnny, the real saving grace is going to be wanted in search and destroy. If this man pops off and keeps on getting those multi-kills, maybe there's a big chance. But you can't really forget, you've still got players like Random, Progressive, and these guys are never going to let that happen.
Man, you talk about one guy popping up from the other side. Do you not see the entire team he has to face, Necro?
Exactly, man. I mean, especially if his sniper does
That's
work
one
out.
guy. I think the other guy is
getting those one shots. Then maybe there's a big chance he can rule out the opponents. But that cannot keep on happening all the 7 rounds, right?
Exactly. There will come a point when even Wanted is going to be pushed to his limits. And again, there are too many bodies for him to handle all alone. And again, that is why we mentioned at the start of the series as well. VD, Aju Prime, these 2 players also need to step up. This time, unfortunately, Aju Prime also shut down. Just 14 kills secured. VD also couldn't do much inside of this game. Time to Pound just dominating from the start till the very end. But still, that was just hardpoint. They still have an opportunity to secure a win. Tunisia, complicated map. We know defensive side. You will have a slide.
Oh, we have ascending Tunisia. And guess what, guys? I think all the matches will,
quite strategy this time
be happening soon. I don't think there will be any delay because they have kind of 5 matches to cover in the next 3 hours. So yeah, things are gonna be
3 plays being made as well, but then again, there have been teams that just like run forward, doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll be heading to ascending Tunisia. We did not look at the map picks.
Based on how hard
that's one sad thing.
Time to Pound, that thought might be running through their head right now.
It's Tunisia we're speaking of, Johnny, and Tunisia is one of the classic maps. Even the layout, if you're trying to speak about it, it's one of the most classic layouts for search and destroy for tactical maps. So I genuinely think so over here as well. Time to Pound's going to have like the big edge over the players of 5am. When you talk about the mechanics, they're on point. You talk about the team synergy and communication, on point. What else do you want to win a map like Tunisia? Nothing else. You just need that team communication and the tactics. And Time to Pound, they've already got that. Topple that off with the firepower. It's cherry on top of the cake. For 5am, everything is missing. How are they supposed to make a comeback inside of the series when you do not have anything online? Even some of your star players are not doing that great. Aju Prime in that previous hard point, he was a bottom fragger, and that's a big problem.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem, but let's see. I mean, it's a different mode now. So opportunity is still there.
Time to Bond has the
trade, but it's not going to be easy. But hey, look at this brilliant way to kick things off.
Wanted comes in for another one.
And Abyss almost caught off guard with no weapon in hand.
That was his first one. If he had
still does find the trade for his side. Abyss shut down finally by Aju Prime. And
bro, I'm really not enjoying this without the sound, dude. But it's alright. Random and Griffin, the only 2 defenders. They got the B side. Okay.
Yeah, maybe there's a big chance. But here
is someone taking fight?
Big wraparound coming
through. Okay.
Both the players on the side of Time to Pound, they're on towards the A side, and they're
it's a 2v4 now.
Ball, Johnny.
Can they do it?
There's a big chance. This lurk, this flank that they're trying to execute might just come through victorious.
Alright. I don't think so. VD!
Guys, there's a big crossfire being set up, and VD's caught taking a nap.
He was not covered. Alright, Random.
Down. The second one's right around the corner as well, but he's not been spotted just yet. And Random's going for the shots long range. He's got no clue. There's a man right above him. And considering he's prone down as well,
how to pronounce this guy's name? ZFXT. Play to his right on the top.
Are being heard by the player himself.
This will be a win for
He's now searching for Random. I'm not sure what's going on with the players of 5am.
Went in with a hip fire, dude.
Prime, he does hand out the deal sealer.
Wow, I mean, somehow they do manage to walk away with the first round win. Gaining that initial advantage was very important. Shutting down Abyss as well. 5am definitely pushing on whatever they get. But let's see. Need 6 more to secure the win on this mode.
Priorities, Vita. What's happening today?
Yeah, I've seen this thing as well.
Wait, I wanna see.
Usually the known team.
Forgive me, guys. Forgive me.
The first round, and then later on,
it's
absolute domination by them.
That is
it's been the meta for a long time.
I really wanna listen
right now
something.
As well, pretty much it feels like that's going to be the same course of action too.
Sorry, I want to check the volume.
Master going for the peaks once again. And you forgot about Master too, Johnny. I mean, we know what this man is capable of as well on Sniper. Master has been crazy on search and destroy this snipers too.
Yeah, but let's see. I mean, he was also the first.
Let me just finish this. I want to check the volume.
Like that.
Has to avoid it,
right? Sometimes
he has to avoid it.
They get taken down off the rip. But hold on, Master. It's time to redeem himself. It's his redemption.
Look at that. This is the volume.
Random is wall toward the side.
See what you want. Wait. Thank you. Ah. Here's them.
Talked about, right, Necro? I mean, Just because
Round
you
is too
don't
low.
have to worry about every individual once you take them out. It makes things a little bit easier for the side of 5 AM. Plus, all of them are playing together. Not a single split play coming in from the side of 5 AM, making it extremely difficult for the defenders to hold on to the site. But this time it's just progressive. That's the casualty in the game. Still a 4v5, and the players of Time to Pound, they decide to move in.
Oh, they want another one.
From either side.
Time got another one.
3v2 in the favor of Time to Pound. First time
oh my God.
in this search and destroy. They have the upper hand, and they close out the round in a split second. What an amazing retake coming in.
And it begins. Now the wind is back in the sails of Time to Pound, and this is exactly what they needed, a momentum breaker. And they've already found that. The momentum is now pretty much broken, and that's a great thing for Time to Pound. But still, those quick bursts on the side, something Time to Pound needs to work with. So far,
I did not get to see, like, okay, that was a one clean B rush.
5 AM.
There's, I think, 2 4 from mid.
Time to Pound is
Now we're
definitely bubbled in their head.
we're looking at some... Okay, VD got Abyss.
Too good to try and hold off some of the pushes that 5 AM might just bring through on the board. Sniper is there on the opposite side, and Weedy whips the first shot.
And
the
still
the second shot has been taken by Weedy, but unfortunately it was on leg, so the man was not taken down just there. Progressive is also quite softened up. He needs to back up, and that's what he's doing. But unfortunately, he gets caught while he tried to back away.
Well, let's see, though. Still an opportunity there. 3 versus 4. Not a big disadvantage or a deficit. Oh no, wanted. He almost saw that man hiding in a corner, but Master does manage to run away. The smoke dissipates, and this might be the opportunity for Master to strike, but shot whiff. Wanted still there. The backstep from Griffin coming in.
The bomb has been planted. It's random. The only guy left here.
Sandwich, but Griffin and
Needs
Master
to come
both
from
shut down.
He's in. He got one.
Versus 2
Did
random. Where is he?
One.
Spotted out, takes down on
Wanted.
the prime,
Nice.
but gets taken out and shot in the face by Wanted. What a close
भैया
round.
आप कब खेलोगे CODM आज देखना पड़ेगा bro.
The head cut off in the end. And Time to Pound once again.
After 9:30 I guess.
1 to 3.
Because we have this tournament going on,
from the
right?
side of 5 AM. That's great. After losing hard point in such a one-sided fashion, maybe 5 AM.
Oh, he gets one.
Cooked up
Wanted.
for Tunisia.
Actually, BD was supposed to do the entry, right?
That quick snap onto Wanted. That's a great way to kick things off. And Master
He was supposed to do the entry. Oh, all right. Oh my God.
As he walks on towards the board, and what a shot that was from Weedy. He slides out, gets the shot onto Master, completely out aims that man. And now Abyss is going to be another guy to try and get things under control.
Okay, this Abyss is a sniper too. I think he was a fan of...
Griffin wraps up all the way from the back, getting that one piece on the board, but that's it. Even the second man is holding quite the off angle, and Progressive, he out-aims the second guy as well.
We all deserve this panic.
They need to come up with some heroic plays to try and strike down 5 AM, and that's what they've realized.
Oh boy, I mean, Time to Pound still keeping the opposing side in check. Do not get too confident for those first 3 rounds. Again, so much aggression, so much commitment. Now I think they finally realize it's all about going all in, but Progressive just blown with a nade. Here's Smithereens, 5 AM gaining that advantage without even first contact.
What a nade that was. Good lineups. Able to find that crucial value as well on towards the side, and that's going to break the control. Time to Pound now left to the 4-on-5. Still a 4-man squad is capable of pulling off wonders. And if Griffin's able to find even one single player, that can mean a lot to his team. There we go. The first contact comes into play, but unfortunately not exactly in the favor. Off the players of Time to Pound.
Okay, I was lost in my chain of thought. भैया ऐसे टूर्नामेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए लेजेंडरी और मिथी कंपलसरी है.
The 2 veterans
left. No bro, no, nothing like that.
Against some of the new players on the block of 5 AM. But can these new players be struck down by the veterans? And the answer is going to be no. Just one single man's going to be more than enough to take care of these 2 old dogs.
Bro, what to do for the sound, dude? I need more.
Considering both of them decided to move in with those snipers. They were playing for information.
Sound. They really don't have sound, dude.
Force the players of 5 AM step outside of their cover. Weren't really able to find those sprays. Look at this, another opportunity now. A lot of commitment towards that B side.
I don't know, my
5 AM this entire time.
Oh, yeah, now it's good.
Time to Pound though. All prepared.
Alright.
This time they are the ones moving towards B.
What's happening here? Oh,
no,
okay.
Still the first casualty of
Time
the
to Pound the attackers
Look
now.
at the radar. They're so quick to move in to defend this B side.
Time to Pound. It's 2 to 4.
Master gets raided off.
Round advantage in the hands of 5am, and that's a great thing.
2v4.
And now for Pound Pound on the attack, they're doing much better, honestly speaking.
Okay, they are the defend. I mean,
it's possible, big time, and Griffin as well as
they are defending the bomb.
It's off angle. He's able to find a decent amount of
actually.
Progressive outruled ZFXG. That shotgun was not able to find the right track. And eventually, Griffin will also hand out the nail in the coffin.
Look at the
casting. That's it. It's time to Pound to take the first round of this attacking side in their hands.
Man, did you see what he did there? Just jumped right at his face, as he mentioned. He knew he had to be just like extremely close and personal for that shotgun to work. And yet, Progressive just went in without any fear in his eyes. 3-4, time to Pound again with a brilliant comeback. At least in the initial round, a lot of commitment towards the B-side again. This time there's one man standing in their way. They do spot him out, trying to secure that kill and secure the side, but really gets the first shutdown as Master gets picked off. Abyss does find the trade, and the B-side is going to be theirs. What about the retake? How do they play this one out?
Over-aggression needs to be controlled, and here comes the first engagement. Abyss is going to hand out the death blow to ZFXG, but the sniper from Wheaties once again handing out some nice deals. Eventually,
he had to clear a lot of people.
Considering up close and personal, you can't really do a lot with the sniper. And that's it. 4 to 4.
भैया को हमें opponents की position दिख रही है तो उन लोगों को दिख रही होगी. No, bro.
Struggle on attack and do pretty good on
Only we will be able to see that.
5am. Both these teams are pretty good on attack.
उनको नहीं दिखते हैं.
Yeah, they have been quite incredible, and again, quite a rare side, but I guess utilizing the information they might have learned from the previous Tunisia we have witnessed.
Whoa,
I thought he had it, man. I thought Progressive was going to find that kill, but Weedy with an incredible shutdown. Nice headshot connection over there.
Alright, they got this covered.
But Master as well.
All angles covered, but it's up to Griffin and Abyss. They'll take him down, dude. They'll take him down.
They follow up in a good fashion. Abyss was taken down barely in his sliver of HP, but still the fact that he's alive, it's crazy. He's still going for the duels constantly. Abyss knows he does not really need to hand out the duel straight up. He needs to delay as much as possible.
Random takes one. He'll get the kill maybe, but yeah, it's too late. They are not supposed to allow.
There we go. Eventually he pushes up as he realizes he's facing off against the sniper. But still, sometimes we're not really seeing these teams check their corners.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's not. Look at that.
On right now.
Alright, what is happening here?
Wants to go in, fight each other head on.
There's one guy covering B again. There's going to be Master. Oh no, he's going to be A. I'm sorry. Oh my god, he got one. There's no one. Okay, why was no one captured?
Said hello to his own sniper scope and
B. They are rushing at B.
There we go.
Again and again. There should be at least two guys at B.
Scare.
Yeah,
the way he just directly
kind of
looked into that sniper scope and said hello. Yeah, it's a whole different thing that he was not really able to get the outcome in his own hands, but still, it was a moment.
Yep.
And even Abyss, yeah, I mean, at this point in time, there's nothing to cast. Time to Pound is just pounding through
another
the
defender's round
for
another defender's round, right? Let's see what they do. All right.
And they started running around the map.
I think they should send two guys to B. I know if they send the whole force there, it's gonna be difficult to get the retake if the opponents rushing to A. But right now,
time to Pound, but this is where 5am they are getting a little over aggressive. Early clearance towards mid. That is exactly where the players have time to Pound.
Yeah, they're being careful now. Look at that, look at that.
ZFXG quite far.
Alright, someone Master found one.
Almost behind.
Maybe another guy.
This blows.
Yep.
Weedy was taken down by Master. And as long as the first duel's going to be in the hands of Time to Pound, automatically they will also have
They're not even pronouncing his name.
And now you can see the players too, slowly and steadily sneaking up. Pulling out the utilities as well. Is this lineup going to be able to find anything? The answer is going to be no. The nade was wasted.
I don't know. Okay, Time to Pound is on their match point. That's why they're being careful.
And even the peak could have came through, but unfortunately the timing was not in his favor. And now the man is wall. They've got a chance to pull off the next flank. If they do come through with this flank, it's going to be massive. Even one is wrapped up, and this is exactly what I was speaking of even in the pre-game segment. One is pretty quick on his feet. He knows exactly when to wrap up, and he's able to find some crucial value.
Wanted media, they're kind of doing good, but yeah, it's not enough.
And that's a bad thing. And now the situation once again favoring the players of Time to Pound. It's quite a slow round this time around, but Progressive with his off angles is able to catch on Ju Prime. As another piece falls down from this puzzle. ADV, he walks up all the way from the back, catching Master, so that's a great thing. But still for Time to Pound, yeah, the crossfire that they had set up was beautiful. Has even the last haircuts handed out in quite a great fashion. Time to Pound, a quick duo on the board off the rip. And for them, it's quite a great start against Time to Pound inside of the leaderboards as well. They're now going to be doing much better.
Well, it was an incredible start for 5 AM, but in the end, Time to Pound.
Yeah, are they going to go for the next one? They will BO2, right? Wait, check out the...
Especially that second half on attack, it just seems like the tables were completely turned and 5 AM just realized, alright, things might be extremely easy if we just do what they did, just full aggression towards one side, do not think about the other side, do not think about complicated anything.
I think challenge
got those early rounds and got the equalizer, and then they just started to spread all over the map looking for those kills for themselves. But incredible performance coming in from
single round robin matches.
This is what we expect
best of 3, yeah. But are they going to play the next one?
We did, right? We pretty much
already got these many things that already happened.
Generally speaking, I thought maybe on defense, Time to Pound can do much better considering.
So day 1 already happened, guys. So we are looking at accelerate winning.
But no, that was not the case.
And alright.
Really making it quick.
And now we just saw T2P.
You can't really come up.
They'll just win this. So they are not going to play another match. 5 AM is already lost.
You saw the players of 5 AM finding some quick frags on towards the side with the utilities itself.
So we're going to see
later on,
how much time they're going to take for the next match. We have...
And that's why the players of Time to Pound can stand
next will be 5 AM versus Panda Express. Okay. Look at Panda Express, what happened yesterday.
Definitely putting up a tough fight.
They lost.
Time to Pound.
Panda Express lost 1. But yeah, next is 5 AM again. They just lost 1. Let's see if they can do a comeback.
Insane with how he plays on Search and Destroy.
Okay, both teams have not won a single match from yesterday, guys.
To commit like how he does.
That's what it looks like.
Peaks the sniper and goes pro trying to find that kill.
We saw 2 double sniper setups. Progressive and Random was the one who was wielding the sniper. Right. Not exactly Progressive. I mean, Master and Random. These 2 guys were the one to wield the sniper in their hands. And it was working out pretty well. Especially on the attack, it did wonders. But on defense, for some reason, we did see a lot of those struggles. Yeah, a few rounds were won here and there, but on the behalf of those retakes, which were honestly speaking pretty lucky, the fact that they were able to get those positive traits in their hands.
Krishna bro, what is this? Krishna is like stream.
Was getting their take on the site. It was beautiful. Finding the first frag with the utilities, knowing exactly where the players are going to be hiding, and that shows the sheer homework these guys did.
Yeah, I mean, they studied up, but again, I mean, the expected result is here 2-0 in the favor of Time to Pound. That was the first series of the day. But 5 AM, their journey is still not over. They have, I mean, we can call it a revenge match, right? They are going to go up against Panda Express soon. And this is again a repeat of how things went down from the perspective of 5 AM. They were in the upper bracket of that open finals.
Welcome back, bro.
That was the first defeat they ever received. Panda Express beat them 2-1 in what was basically a comeback win from the side of Panda Express. 5 AM did end up winning hardpoint that time, but lost on Search and Destroy and Control. And today, again, starting off a day on a loss, it's not easy, but they have to regain their composure because a win will always be a win. It still gets you points on that leaderboard, and they need to focus on the next game now.
Yeah, I mean, next game is pretty much going to be quite an interesting one as well. We might just see Panda Express in action. We might see Panda Express dominate the upcoming game. There's still a lot of those.
I could learn from this person, the person on the right.
Because generally somewhere down line, we knew that this was supposed to be 0. On paper, Time to Pound is much more better if you try and compare them to, of course, the players of 5 AM. They were supposed to be better, and once again, that's exactly what happened. On paper as well in the upcoming map, Panda Express, they might just have a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, they might have a tough time, but again, I mean, if you can go up toe-to-toe against the side of Time to Pound, then maybe you can secure a win in whatever team you're going to be facing up against, except maybe just a few names in both those groups. But it is going to be an interesting match. I'm expecting this one to actually go all the way towards Control, get all 3 modes in front of us, because that is what happened last time. I want to know what your thoughts are on the next upcoming game.
Maybe a 2-0, it all depends on the hardpoint itself, because even the last time when these 2 teams faced off against each other, the pick was Apocalypse. And once again, map veto is going to be super crucial. If we're going to see Apocalypse being picked, then it's going to be super close hardpoint. If we're going to see hardpoint, if we're going to see Hasi,
but for
5 AM, if they do want to stand a chance to win, the same formula is going to apply over here too. They need to win the hard point, then they can have a big chance of winning the entire Search and Destroy. If they do not win the hard point, well then Panda Express is going to run away with the Search and Destroy. But you know, matchup, and the upcoming matchup is going to be there, but after this short break.
Let's see the break. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು we'll see if you want to add gameplay in between, like should we be playing? It's 4 minutes, guys. But yeah, it's gonna take like 10 minutes, right? So what we are gonna do is, I'll turn on the do on thing and we'll play, right? We'll play. However, we are doing camo grinds, so kind of, yeah, it will help. Here's my phone. Okay, you guys can't see anything. Wait, what's happening? Yeah, something went wrong. Alright, bro. What happened to my stream? 1 minute, bro. I can't see my own screen on my phone. Yeah, now it's proper. भाई एक तरीका है, सबसे पहले गूगल पर जाकर COD का हैक करके अपनी आईडी पर BP सेंड कर सकते हैं. Don't do those stuff and all. If your ID gets banned, already in BGMI they started banning IDs because of doing the Google Pay and Phone Pay hack for 10 years. भाई आपका फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट क्या है? कंप्यूटर साइंस. Hey, why am I putting this song, dude? Oh yeah, I can switch to my thing, right? Like, wait. I can see the chat here. Why am I struggling? Yeah. Let me just open the one. What is your favorite subject, Krishna, bro? You tell me. Oh my god. Biology, nice. Wait, I'm adjusting something for you guys. All right, so if I I mean here basically remove this. Wait. Yeah, right. So settings, and we go for hotkeys. And yeah, live scene. Where's the live scene? Yeah, and Chrome, and this should be hide. This should be this thing. All right. So applied. The hell happened? What is happening? Ah, shit. Okay, vertical scene here too. Same thing. All right. Hotkeys. And okay, I'm not reading the comments. Yo, Yogesh bro, welcome to the stream. Hey Gidira, long time no see. Bhaiya, Diwali aane wali hai. Kuch to Diwali finished, right? Okay, apply. So okay. Why am I not able to see Chrome? Okay, wait. Damn. Okay. All right. Now it's cool. All right. So here it's game capture, right? This is still here. I don't think this is even a thing. So CODM is here. That means it should go here. Actually here. Oh. Ah, damn. What just happened? Not this, dude. Shit. Oh, it took so much time. Coffee bro, ನಿಮ್ದಾಯ್ತಾ? ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸಾರಿ ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Oh, the match is already here, guys. We don't have time for this now. We are already looking at the match. Okay, let's go.
It's the first mode between these two sides, a revenge match for 5 a.m. or a match that can prepare.
Oh, okay, 5 a.m. lost to them? Alright, then it's a revenge match. We're looking at revenge match, guys, and it's 5 a.m. versus Panda Express. And what are we looking at here? Okay, we should be looking at YouTube.
He just managed to run away, avoid getting taken out over there.
It's husband we're speaking of, Johnny. Of course, with that Odin, the man's absolutely dominating. But hold on, Wanted as well. He's still there on the board. Wanted was able to find a nice 3-piece on the board, but then later on, it's once again the players of Panda Express getting the lead back in their hands.
Bro, welcome to the stream.
Feels like it might just be dominated by the players of 5 a.m. They are getting the kills, but they forget that the main objective is on point.
Well,
आपका message.
main objective, as you
Bhaiya
mentioned,
Diwali,
it is
I read
the
that.
hard point down
When is Diwali?
and this time it's going to be the players of Panda Express who get their first 5M extremely distracted with just trying to secure all of those kills for themselves, but it's not been working out too well for them. 18-5. I have to say though, Necro, I mean, these two teams are just taking their own sweet time fighting each other.
And we can't really forget, Panda Express, they've got Crusher. The last time when we saw Crusher on screen, man, this guy was crushing the competition. But so far, Crusher has not been activated just yet. Already you can see the players on towards that P2, towards the garage. And yes, they've already got the control as well established in their hands. ZFXG gets caught, gets taken down instantly. And the crossfire that are being set up from the side of Panda Express, they seem tough to break through.
Well, let's see though, I mean, still proving quite solid. The players of Panda Express,
B?
at least off
What
to a
is
decent start,
B?
but the next
What
hard
is
point
B?
is where they start
Diwali.
facing the challenge. The players of 5 AM start building a comeback for themselves, 20-26. It seems like it is going to be another close hard point between the two sides, but Husband, he's looking to move in, checking the corners, man, right next to him, doesn't even realize there's another player.
So we are expecting 5M to win now because they kind of lost to
Crusher taken out. Husband finds the
time
way
to
for
pound
his team, and
and
Panda Express.
Panda Express, alright.
I mean, a complete
You
shutdown
don't
of
know.
5 AM for the
I
second
don't know
time.
what. Oh, I don't know, sorry.
But here's the problem, right? 5M, they're definitely getting the kills on the board, but for some reason, they're not able to step their foot on towards the point. It is still getting super close, don't get me wrong.
Damn,
31-40, that's
why
really
does it
close.
happen, man?
9 points
Why
separating
does it
you to
happen?
pretty much tie up the score against Panda Express, but Panda Express, they're always so quick on their feet. They're always so proactive. And look at it already. The match pushed up. The man's also flashed.
Something
he does
happened
not see
to
anything.
YouTube,
It was
guys.
just
I'm not
spamming
able
through
to
on that wall.
see
But
my stream on
eventually wanted
YouTube.
to
I
at least
need
able to
to
escape
open
that
because I
entire
cannot
deadlock.
see
He's still alive on the board, 35-42. Panda Express, they somehow do get the advantage once again back in their hands. They've got the points low control.
This is the
And
problem,
AD,
alright.
He's already pulled out the equalizer in his hands.
Well, let's see though, 43-43, the equalizer is there on the board. Somehow they managed to bring
Bhaiya,
themselves back by
Diwali,
the
yeah,
end.
when is
Putting
it?
up a tough fight on the board.
What happened here?
Express,
Arey,
even if
yaar.
for a second they
Okay,
slip up
you're
5
back.
AM, they won't leave that mistake unpunished.
When is Diwali?
Here.
Tell
81,
me.
he does get an advantage, at least a few extra kills right on the hard
Treasure.
point. As you mentioned,
Oh my god,
they
Treasure.
were getting those frags for themselves, but they were getting those kills all in the wrong places. Now they're finally starting to contest the hard point, but as soon as they say that Treasure with that war machine gets his team a little bit of breathing room
55,
at the
56.
last few seconds of this hard point, they do manage to get themselves in the lead again, Panda Express, but the hard point moves, and along with them the players move as well.
The only reason why they got the hardpoint control was all because of that war machine. So once again, some heavy investments, they need to be made towards the hardpoint itself. And Ron Rizla is already making his way towards the next point. Already you can't see the contention happening from the side of Panda Express.
Both are like,
once again starting to build that massive
not
lead.
big,
And even as Sparrow is being pulled out, Prime was able to find Ron Rizla, but the trade from Morelli was fantastic. He was able to strike down 2 players on return, and even the war machine from the side of ZFX, she's able to find a 2-piece, but that 2-piece is not enough to gain the map control and gain the point control itself.
30 more seconds, they gotta hold on to this for 30 more seconds, but still, the struggles continue. Panda Express, they have a slight advantage to it with the players of 5 AM moving, and Alju Prime and Weedy, both of them doing very well this time around. We want to see these players
Panda
in the
Express
top
is back, guys,
notch
but yeah,
teams.
we are kind of rooting for
Panda Express
5 AM now.
We are seeing it happen. 87, 88, finally Panda Express, just a few more seconds to breathe on top of this hard point, but they're gonna have to move again for that center, for that fountain.
Yeah, Johnny, once again, the same problems. They keep on popping up. The kills are definitely flowing in for 5 AM, but not exactly on the point they need to be. 5 AM are getting those individual picks, but they're not able to get the points controlled, and that's the main issue. The objective is something that means a lot, and that's what Panda Express does realize. And Panda Express, they're already starting to put up a remarkable lead, and that's something 5 AM need to realize as well. They need to try and close on up that lead as soon as possible. If the lead just
they
keeps
need to
on building
contest.
up,
They need to get the corridor. Why are they coming in? I mean, if they get the corridors, right, it's gonna help them.
Back, finding a nice flank
what
as he shuts down the player that was right in the screen,
like,
but still the next hard point. It's in contention of no one.
Yeah, they did try to get the corridors. I mean, they haven't with they're not successful. But yeah,
they're not able to
Hindu
sustain
or
that hard
Muslim.
point for too long.
I don't. I belong to.
It's gonna be interesting to see how things turn out. 105-63.
Neither,
the
bro.
big advantage this time.
Neither, bro.
Now, Panda Express, a little bit of safety cushion to work with, but 5 AM, they show up fighting for contention, fighting for those controls. Alju Prime, a lot of shots whiffed. Could have been bad, but still finds a frag, runs around the corner to try and bring his HP
next
back
hard point.
up. Weedy as well, managed
There's
to
a
take
contention
control of the hard
already.
point for a few extra seconds, but Panda Express Moving on to the next one, the garage, the crossfires. Once they are set up, very difficult to break without utility or any operator skill. And now, Panda Express, they are set. The call comes out as well from Urail, but only able to find one frag. Could have been much bigger.
Oh my god, he messed it up, but pressure is here. All operator skills opened up now. It contest. Oh my god, equalizer.
Even the equalizer pulled out from Native, and that's starting to rack up a lot of those kills as well. Even Weedy pulls out the Annihilator. Here comes the big investments from 5AM, but they're already bringing everything on the board. While you're trying to look at Panda Express, they still need to bring up their operator skills, so that's a big thing. As Panda Express brings in their operator skills, they can easily get the back in their hands. Before 5AM, they're on the verge of closing the lead that Panda Express
gained. They got two back, alright. Okay, Panda Express is back, guys.
5AM, as you mentioned, closing in
Hindu, bro.
Still a slight advantage for the players of Panda Express, and even with 14 seconds, it seems like they are going to try and nullify the deficit that has been cleared up by the players of 5AM. But XGO could have been a big play, but Ron Rizla finds a track and still does manage to survive for a few extra seconds, buying his team enough time to move on to the next hard point. And this is where it turns out into an all-out brawl, because Panda Express now, they are going to try their level best to close in on that 200-point marker. 5AM, either they catch up now or they just get left behind, man.
It's a street brawl out in the open. Even the war machines are now being pulled out, and this is what exactly I was saying, right? Still the big investments from the side of Panda Express. They're lacking. They haven't really used those. And as Panda Express, they start to pull those investments out. You can clearly see the struggles from the side of 5AM. They do not really have a lot to do towards this point. They can't really pull out something that can be the X factor and surprise the players of Panda Express. While Panda Express, they constantly keep on gaining the lead. Now 5AM, they need to do something desperately. They need to stop the players of Panda Express right here on their primes. They've still got 20 more seconds on this hard point.
Yeah, they still have 20 more seconds, 154. If they can close to 160 as well, it could be big for them. Treasure shutting down onto Prime. ZFXG finds one kill, but that is definitely not going to be enough. On the other side, Wanted securing an important frag, getting some control of the next hard point for his team, or at least clearing up a little bit of a pathway for them to move in as well. But it's not going to matter. The players of Panda Express, Necro, look at them move. They are there first, and they're going to be able to lock this hard point in as well.
Oh, it just blows the fact that now the players are starting to fall down like a piece. And it's not looking too nice for the side of 5AM. At least they do get some sort of semblance of that control. So they're getting the points flow right now in their hands. But for how long can they sustain it? That's the real question. Here comes the push once again from the side of Ron Ritzler as he's able to find that nice two-piece toward the hard point itself. And that's the exact thing that I'm trying to bring up on the board here. 5AM, they do get the kills, but not on the point. While you try and compare the same thing to Panda Express, they know exactly what to prioritize.
I'm just looking at the game now. Right now, I know I'm not...
176
उस दिन को दिवाली के नाम से सेलिब्रेट करते हैं उनकी पूरी इंडिया में माना जाता है और इसे बड़ी धूमधाम से मनाता है पटाखे फोड़ते हैं घर भी
ZFXG chimes in as well, and there's the cleanup. Somehow 5AM do manage to retain a little bit of control on towards that hard point, but hey, Panda Express still close to a 60-point lead in their favor. So
they are on lead, but the thing is, the match is kind of going slow. I don't know why. This, there's some
position inside of this game.
Advancement for Panda Express.
At least a 3K over here. What a way
to go out. His best, dude. He's on his 44th kill.
It's like Panda Express to let go of the final few 5 or 6 seconds on the hard
blood
point.
Out there
want to be
for the team.
Towards the next hard point and move on over there before the players of 5AM. So that's why maybe you can't say the lead is slowly and steadily getting closed on up, but still 130 to 181, that's a stark difference. And something needs to be done by 5AM. They need to keep on winning the duels towards the hard point itself. Ative, he pulls out the equalizer. He's able to find a nice 3-piece on the hard point itself, and that's a great thing. Towards the balcony, he's able to do a lot of that damage, and once again denying the potential off the take from the side of Panda Express. Ative was the man who was able to get so many kills.
Well, let's see though. Ative, he's done a brilliant job all this time inside of this game at Panda Express. Once again, do get themselves moving up on that scoreboard.
They need to go for the limitation. They need more strength there, by the way.
At 200, and as soon as that happens, you know they're gonna go all in to make that final push to get that closer on this hard point this time.
Are they getting it? Oh my god, a lot of throwables.
Express at bay 155 AM looking to make a comeback. But hey, the Sparrow,
oh nice.
No! Did not get a single kill off of that Necro. That was such a big waste.
Nice. They just need to hold now.
It could have gone bigger, but Johnny, here comes the real struggle for Panda Express now. They're stuck on 194 for such a long time. They're not able to move up to that 200 points marker, but here we go. Finally, they do get the control, but even 5am, they're looking pretty desperate. They
welcome.
Control, go off for even a few seconds, and even Unto Prime with that Sparrow was able to find some positive trades on the board, but that positive trade is not going to be enough when you've got the players of Panda Express flowing on towards the point anyways. And look at Panda Express. Every single player is flooding through from different directions, and for the side of 5am, they're not able to counter this entire take, but still you do not really have a lot of that time left over on the hard point itself. Eventually 5am do clear out the entirety of Panda Express, and now they're going to lock in the lead.
Well, let's see though. They are going to try and lock in, but 5am, can they just retain this control till the end of the game? It's going to be a big play and a big comeback if they actually manage to pull this off. Look at Azure Prime not stopping down. Husband from the side of Panda Express trying his level best, but it seems like everyone from the side of Panda Express has been shut down. And look at Weedy and Native, how incredible these two players have been.
Okay, they're coming back.
Sitting on 55 kills.
Weedy, 55 kills, bro.
Native on 41.
Damn.
These two lads have
he held on to it, dude.
At 5am, they are going to be in the driving seat of this game from here on out.
I think it's Adi.
Husband pulls out the
He has 42.
And he needs to go for a clean out.
But yeah, they do the retake. Panda Express.
But
good, bro.
that
Nice
is not even going to happen. As BD, ADEV, and Uriel, all of them just keep
this contestments now.
Chimes in as well with
this one more machine left. Okay, it has been used.
5am not allowing them to just move freely anymore in this game.
He will reach 60 now. He got this.
Panda Express, they
No, he gets traded off.
a few moments of the hard point, just like the last time they did when they faced off against 5am. But Panda Express this time around, they need to learn something from the past mistakes. If they haven't learned anything, well, then what's the point of making a mistake in the first place? Panda Express 211 to 204.
They got the next one too.
Still not that far away from the lead that the players of Panda Express have established so far.
Oh, Crusher!
There's no trophy.
They got the gunfight, but no, this contestment again.
But the answer is going to be no. So far they don't. But as soon as I say so, Ron Rizzler does have one up now.
He just won one kill for the 60.
How do they close this game out, or in fact,
kill count.
which side?
But yeah, there's a lot of contestment again. There's a 6-point difference now, and it's leading for Team Panda.
He will cross the 60 kill marker in this game for sure. Let's see how quickly
VD still at 59. He needs to step up now. I mean,
as long as VD is
it's kind of,
Panda Express, they can still win
34.
This
I just might be too late.
236, closing in on that win with every single second. 9 seconds.
Come on, 7 seconds left. They can't. They will push this for the next one. And I think Panda Express is kind of better in taking, better at mid. It's kind of their favorable hard point maybe. So I think 5am is kind of, they need to
maybe Weedy can't pull it out, but one
do some magic now.
Weedy's back's got hurt. He's carrying his team on the back.
They got the good start with this hard point. They are getting it through the contestments. They got it back. Oh, Weedy, nice. He got his 65th kill. Yo, he got another one.
But this Annihilator from Weedy's once again starting to rack up all those kills. 66 kills on the board, and Weedy, there's going to be another man moving it from backlines itself. And even ADEV now starting to pop out with the Fennec in his hands. ADEV and Weedy, these two guys with the SMGs, they're racking up so many kills. Another Predator missile that comes into play from Weedy towards the hard point, but he was not able to find any sort of success. 242 to 237. 5M, they still have a big chance to come out on top, and now as they do get the hard point control, they still do have a decent amount of time to shook off the players off Panda Express.
It's again very close. Necro.
44, 41. They're coming in for it. They'll push for another one. It's not enough. They're going for the early rotation. Then someone's already there. That big. Oh, they took it. They did the early rotation. The whole team was there.
69 kills for Weedy, but more than those kills.
Oh my god. Claw now. They'll get this one. 247, but no, there's contestment again. Wanted. There's a claw. Damn.
Okay, what?
5am, crazy.
250 to 248. Again, another close call between the two sides.
Crazy.
Man, 5am, that was impressive.
Did he get the 70 bomb? That's what I want to find out.
I think he did.
He did, I think so as well. He just got the 70 bomb, 70 kills on the board for Weedy. That's crazy if you think about it. The man's back's got to hurt, Johnny. The back has got to hurt. He's carried his team to the victory, to the finishing line. He's the only reason why they won.
Okay,
Really?
I don't think he was able to secure the 70 bomb. I think it was stuck at 69.
But still, it's the golden number, right? Of course, the legend, he gets the golden number in his hand. 69 frags on the board for Weedy, but what a way to close things out. We all thought that maybe Panda Express is going to be the one to make it look completely one-sided, but then Weedy and Adu, they step up big time, especially Weedy getting 69
Adu, it's not Adi, guys, it's Adu.
Oh boy, what can you even say about that outstanding performance? Nice. I just want to see the players perform the same way, even in the upcoming times, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, everyone wants to see us.
That was peak. That was peak.
It is exceptional. That's why it's more impressive. But Weedy, what a day he's having now. I mean, I think after that loss against Time to Pound, these lads are a little upset and they're taking out all of their frustration on the side of Panda Express right now. But let's see. Incredible match between these two sides. But Necro, you know what I'm afraid of now? Of history repeating itself. The last time what happened, Panda Express, they got beaten on hardpoint by the side of 5 AM, and then once we moved on,
bro, welcome to the stream.
It was Panda Express that came out on top, and that is what I'm afraid of happening again.
Yeah. You know what, Johnny? Now I'm a believer. Yeah. I believe that it's going to be 2-0 in the favor of 5 AM. Considering they got the first hard point, and they've already overcame the biggest nightmare that could have been there of losing the hard point. But considering they did not lose the hard point, and even the players like Adiv and Weedy, they're starting to feel on top of the game, one thing is for sure, if they play the same way, even in Search and Destroy, it's going to be tough to snatch it away from the guys, man.
Yeah, man. Also, we were so impressed by Weedy getting those 69 kills that we completely
69 already.
Well. He got 57. That's not a small feat as well. So these two lads incredibly done. And to be honest, we did not expect this because up until the midway marker of this matchup, Panda Express was a team that was leading the charge. They had got like a 50-60 point advantage against the side of 5 AM, and all of a sudden you see Weedy pop off. Adam was already doing well, and it was just a complete shutdown. Panda Express could not even think about it.
Nana bro, Aditya bro, welcome to the stream. Hegidira Nana bro, you Hegidira.
Did it on purpose.
How are you?
69
bro, the last match is crazy.
There as like the golden boy for that entire
comeback by 5 AM.
Yeah, 69 kills on the board from Weedy. That's got to be the highlight. That's got to be the main play for the entire day. One thing is for sure, we're going to see the highlight being cut out even on the main Instagram page of ESL India. So make sure to follow all the socials of ESL India itself. But Johnny, moving on the conversation towards Search and Destroy. Now it's going to be another classic map, and that's Firing Range. The last time when these two teams collided on the map of Express. Yeah. Considering Panda Express, they were the one to come out on top. They also had a little bit of that name buff, but I genuinely think so. In Firing Range, it might just be 5 AM doing their 5 AM things.
Yeah, because they wake up at 5 AM and practice, right? That's the theory we were trying to come up with. Or practice till 5 AM. We never know, but they're getting in a lot of practice. But anyways, jokes apart, Panda Express, yeah, I think after this loss, even their hands are going to be shaking, so it's definitely going to be tough. But we can't really steer away from the fact that Search and Destroy is a very special mode. It breaks away from the fundamentals of what Call of Duty is all about, right? Those quick, hyper-paced action, and this mode forces...
Come on, started already.
So, again, 5 AM coming off of that adrenaline rush, securing that very close win for the second time against the same team, Panda Express. I think they...
By the way, I uploaded a video today. Let me just put that here, pin that here.
Turn out, man.
If we would have seen a nuke as well, it would have been the cherry and icing atop the cake, Johnny.
You can nuke in...
Unfortunately, we did not. But you know what? Let's move on towards Firing Range, because over here in Search and Destroy, things will be intense. Search and Destroy, once again, it's one of those game modes where things are going to be much more slower, and as we know, considering it is going to be slow paced, both the teams will have
it's not slow.
Counter each other. So
they're going in for A.
It's going to be the one
that fast.
Better counter strategies.
Adu.
A couple of shots missed from Adu off the rip, but it's completely fine considering he hands out the opening
Panda Express,
and even the advantage to his team.
Well, let's see. Oh, wait, what? How? Man, I saw a pixel of the top of his helmet, and Weedy still landed that shot, but hey, it doesn't even matter. 3, 2, 1.
That leaves
It is an advantage for the player 5 AM.
Who is winning? Right now?
Oh my god, he actually connected that!
Oh.
He did. It was a body shot.
So there's 2 matches. There's a match before that, this, where it was Time to Pound versus 5 AM, and 5 AM lost. And now the same team, 5 AM, who lost the last match, they're going against Panda Express. And they just got 1 match. This is best of 3, so if they win in SND now, they're good.
And once you start to feel yourself, once you know that your day,
what really I just heard from the casters is they actually lost a match against Panda Express yesterday, so it's kind of a revenge match right now.
Oh boy,
They're, I mean, they just made a comeback in the last map, which was Hacienda, and it was crazy. Right now, the guy VD, he got 69 kills.
This time it's going to be the lads.
New talent, right? Time to Pound, they were like some of the OG players, and this whole lineup, I'm looking at these guys for the first time. Wait, there's some changes over here. Ron Rizla, yeah, for
be a little bit quick.
That's
me.
me.
Can't really forget. Adam is still there on the board.
Toes.
Spot him, take him down.
Nope.
Eventually, Adam is able to get the wrap up from the back lines, but Adam himself gets traded instantly.
Yeah, we need a lot of people.
Situation's taken down with 2-on-3, and still the Mans of Panda, they do have the advantage. The Pandas are looking to do something.
Ajay is the defender.
Naughty inside of the board, but
they got
the advantage is something.
The bomb planted. So it's gonna be difficult for Aju. He has an Odin. He can strike them up if they line up, but yeah, Treasure. He's waiting. He has the panic. The SMG versus Odin is gonna happen now.
No, Treasure is gonna know where he's
he was late to react, but yeah, he still got the kill.
The Fennec is like that's a close range fight. You're never gonna lose the Fennec in your hand.
It felt like he was taking a nap.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like it, but I think he was just patiently waiting. But 1-1-8, there's the equalizer.
He was so patient that the man literally almost squeezed
past him. Okay, a rush again.
But
Panda Express.
Kill, right? That's what matters.
Yeah.
As we know, as Accelerate says, what matters is getting the kills. That's the main objective.
Okay, they know it. They know the information, and someone's going for the pinch. Who's that? It's Adu. He's going in. Look at the map.
Even the players of Panda Express.
Okay. This one too. Okay, he gets taken down. Husband.
A wraparound came into play, but Adam.
He did not let him wrap around.
Time. And that whiff is something that's going to find the opener. The exact opener. The players of Panda Express.
At the point.
Still there's a man around the corner with the shotgun,
location.
But as I say, so crushes him with his presence.
Yeah, 3v2.
Prime is there.
Ajay Prime needs to heal up now.
A 2-on-3 on the board. Still man disadvantage with the players of 5 AM.
But still winnable though.
They're gonna get the plant again. They're not planting yet. But
find that equalizer.
They're not gonna peek again. This guy is crazy. Actually,
VD. Do that. Ajay Prime slowly and steadily moving in.
You don't peek like that. But yeah, Ajay Prime is going. This the second attempt for the pinch right now. Yep. Made the sound. And Crusher. Okay, why panic? Why panic though? The range. VD got one. This is the pinch now. They can actually make it now.
Not enough cover over there. Crusher's gonna be spotted out, taken out by
okay, that's neat.
But Weedy gets shut down. It's down to
17 seconds. Prime versus
Reload comes in on that Odin, and Ajay Prime knows where Ron is. 12 seconds remain.
He's wasting the time.
Ron looking to turn around. He's checking the right position. Oh no!
What?
Time!
But 6 seconds now. I think he can still get the defuse. It is there around Panda Express. No,
he can't. That's what I'm saying. He did not have enough time to get the defuse. Either Ajay Prime needed to go for the stick and just hope
he just hit there properly,
crossed, or he could have went for the HUD.
I think if you stand there, you can actually listen to the. Hear it.
Unfortunately, not having enough time is something that costed him that round, but it's still completely fine, Johnny. Even if you do get all the kills, it's all about the mental edge that you're getting inside of the game. And right now, 5 AM,
again,
to be a little bit more supreme compared to the Panda Express. They do get the round,
going from,
but still,
they're already in for the pinch. Husband needs to look behind, just like the last time. Adu gets shut down now. Ajay Prime gets shut down too. There's a pinch. Oh yeah. Husband looked at him.
Weedy shut down.
That was neat. That was neat.
One more crush out of the picture, but Weedy is all alone in a 1v2.
Oh my god, Weedy's popping off, Johnny. Already a 3K. And the man's not even shy of taking
if he gets this, he'll get ace, I guess.
If he does clutches this, it is going to be an ace, Johnny. Yep. He will take down all the 5 players single-handedly. Is that going to come through? That's the question. Weedy's already found 3.
That means
he's tasted the blood of Panda Express,
right?
and he wants a little bit more of those pandas.
To roam around, like 1 minute of time to roam around and, get their locations. If they plan, they can reduce that into 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Actually 40 seconds, sorry. See, now it's 40 seconds. Actually, he has 35 seconds left, but no, Husband gets in.
Now, eventually the plant comes in, and even Husband's able to find the man.
Too much to ask from a single player, man. Too much to ask. Already took down 3, but his entire team fell apart, and Weedy, even though tried his level best, it was always going to be difficult, that 1v2, especially in that post plant, but let's see.
What is happening now?
5 AM, there's still an opportunity
Oh,
for a comeback.
Aju
But
Prime.
what is
That was a
going
loss.
on here?
Wanted.
Aju Prime once again.
They know it's a beat rush now. Zig is in the proper position.
Russia,
He's good. He's good with his positioning now. Wanted, take one. Treasure.
Wanted.
Bro, why are they rushing with this? They have the information. That was wild.
Oh my god, so quick.
Damn.
As we talked about,
Nice
too
nade.
much pressure on single
Yup.
and the entire team decides, alright lad, it's enough, we are gonna start.
Aju
getting
Prime,
a
that was
serious
not
3
good
to 2,
nade.
5 AM, a little
But
bit of a
yeah,
comeback
we
now.
should have seen what
Honestly
angle he's.
speaking,
Oh, a
if
different
I
character.
was,
I think he was
if I was Panda
offline.
Express and I was facing off against 5
just
the man
restarted
who
again?
I'm going to be most irritated about is going to be is going to be
There we go.
because he's always there.
There we
with the
go.
shotgun,
Another
close and
beater.
personal, just
Look at
holding the
Panda
cheeky
Express,
angle,
dude.
and he always finds out
The
some
first
positive traits.
rush they made, it was towards
Something needs to be done, man.
A.
ZFX,
After that, they
this guy is
started coming to
way
B.
too
They
cheeky,
did not.
way
They
too
have not
dirty
stopped
with that shotgun.
until now. There we go. VD. This guy will get kills. He's good for it. He gets another one too.
The second comes
Oh
in,
my
and
God.
not
touchdown Urail
informed.
on the backs of these two players.
But the
I
thing
think,
is, they shot. Oh
on
my
Express,
god.
they found
It's done.
themselves
Quick.
the
He made it.
equalizer. Yeah.
He
3
got a
for
double.
Aju Prime, 2 for Weedy. All done and dusted.
The main problem with Panda Express is now they're getting way too predictable, moving
Yeah.
in towards that same side over and over again for the past 3 rounds, and that's what the players of 5 AM have realized. Now they're just stacking up that same side over and over again, and the players of Panda Express, they're not able to find any sort of reply. But considering this time around, we're going to see a switch up as we see 5 AM on the attack and Panda Express on the defense. Maybe now things can be switched up a little
Okay,
bit more.
now they're like they're slowed down.
Just one single player
But it's
of
still
Panda
3
Express,
all.
and if they do
Though they
manage to
won, they
isolate
lost,
the
it's
duel
still
towards
3
the
on.
site, then maybe the site can easily be in their hands. But still, 5 AM, they're way too adamant in moving towards the A.
5 AM, they have the numbers advantage to work with, and they're holding very aggressive position towards that A side, by the way. One plays the defenders this time, the Panda Express team. A lot of map control given away to the players of 5 AM, and now finally they move in. There's a little bit of pressure from mid, but 2 players inside those containers can cause a lot of panic, cutting off options from Panda Express.
Oh, okay. Now 5 AM are they are the attackers. Okay, that makes
There we
sense.
have it, pressure picked off.
Oh,
That's the entire A side for 5 AM.
it's gonna be pinch and it's gonna be Panda
Even
Express.
ZFX, she's still there and alive. And ZFX,
He
Aju
gets
Prime
shut down. Maybe no trade.
every single
Round
time.
Rizla.
He's
Yup,
not
he got
really
traded.
there when it comes to those flashy
It's
plays.
1v2
ZFX,
and
just low-key supporting
Husband.
the team in a great fashion. Husband
Needs
is
to go
still there in the
in. What
back
is that,
lines
type
with that
19?
sniper, maybe looking to find a
Don't see
cheeky
any
angle
BP50,
towards the
right?
side itself, but he needs to move on. Time is off the essence. 15 seconds
I think he'll
on the
get one.
clock left over.
No.
And something needs
That
to
was
be done as
SMG.
soon as
SMG was
possible.
AR and
ZFX,
SMG
he's gonna
win.
hand out
So
the death
range.
blow as he devours the final remaining Panda.
book
And
things.
5 AM, Johnny, let me tell you what has happened with 5 AM. After losing the previous matchup, they've realized that, okay, now we've got nothing to lose. So you might as well play with a complete free
5
mindset.
AM.
And that's what they're doing.
I'm kind
At
of
this
hoping
point,
for
they've
them to
achieved the
win
flow state.
because they lost the last match and they have also lost the last match up against Panda Express. So yeah.
I mean, we just spoke about
And
it a
also
few moments ago.
VD.
The man is an absolute menace, just sitting
That
in those
is
close
crazy.
corners. Finds the last frag of that previous round as well. This time, though, again moving towards the A side, looking to build up some pressure. The players of 5 AM. Oh, that nade looks good. Look at how low Ron got. But there was no follow-up, so he does manage to stay alive. Also quite surprising to see.
Okay.
5
Oh,
AM
that
be
should
so
actually be a kill.
methodical
You
now
don't get a kill.
on the
But
attack,
yeah, that's
by the
not
way.
fair. I mean, the bullet goes through walls, but not through glass. I mean,
They have lost
is it
the
a
first
bulletproof
player.
one?
Want
Yeah,
to
that
pick
makes
up
sense.
4v5 in the favor of Panda Express now this round.
4v5.
I'm telling you,
The
man.
glass is bulletproof, guys.
5 AM, they've already found that flow. And to break that, it is going to be tough. But hold on, Husband. Even he
There's
strikes down
something.
ZFX. She
Okay,
put up 2
3v3.
Prime.
The bomb
He
has
peeks
not
out
been
once
planted
again,
yet.
gets the advantage
It's
back
gonna
in
be
his
planted
team's hand.
soon. Aju
now
Prime
it's gonna be
has been
3v3.
pinned. Husband is waiting for him.
Husband's
Oh my god, that sounded
Oh, the positive
different,
trade.
but yeah.
But what did I just see? Aju Prime peeks out in the scope of that sniper, but he was so quick that the man did not even have enough time to react, and Husband got surprised. A 2-on-2 on the board. Still, it's winnable for Panda Express, but 5 AM.
That was unexpected.
They've already
Yup.
done something that's going to be
We thought
tough
he'd
to
get
be
the kill.
countered. If you're Panda Express, not a lot of time left on the board, Johnny. Something needs to be done right here, right now. And still they're moving in with the bomb in their hands. Ron Rizla gets countered too.
1v1.
And now it's taking down a one-on-one. Aju Prime himself is going to face off against Derail. And Aju Prime right now is also in form.
Oh, no.
But
He gets spotted.
The bomb has been dropped, and Aju Prime finally shut down.
He was in a good position. He heard him. He heard Aju Prime. That's why he was like so confident standing there.
Right down mid.
That's why you don't run in SND.
Away from them. That was an extremely close round. And Necro, let me tell you, husband, he got scammed, man. That aim punch coming in right before Aju Prime came back, stood back on his feet. That is what denied him that kill. He got shot by a single bullet, and that aim punch moved his crosshair around.
That's the Odin for you, my
got a triple.
Sometimes that weapon can be pretty devastating.
No. I think we'll be looking at a control map now.
42,
what is
5M? They missed a big time this time around. They're not really checking the corners. They're making rookie mistakes.
Nah.
Is this
Johnny?
Nah, Panda Express is coming back to life.
Now 5M once again doing the same things that they did in the past. 5M, you guys need to check your corners. And 5M is always missing out on those corners. Once again, these rookie mistakes, they need to be countered.
Where does that nade go, by the way? Okay, there.
Not big. It's 4, 5 a.m.
Alright.
Try to bring themselves back into this game.
So there's the push towards the trailer.
Needs to go big. Again, finds the opener for his team with that sniper.
There's only one guy. Husband is waiting for them.
Look at this, the players of 5 a.m. They're circling that
Pressure,
A side.
okay.
Really, he's going to be shut down. 3 versus 5. The numbers in favor of 5 a.m. again. Still quite hesitant in moving towards that top side, though. Oh no.
The LMG. It's coming into play with a big magazine. It's going to be tough to counter. Crusher. Even he's sort of like the main playmaker for Panda Express. Even in the previous
this one.
Crusher was doing pretty good.
Crusher.
And once again, he's starting to rack up a lot of those
they're not planted
numbers on the board for his team.
Why not? Like,
and 5AM, for some reason, they're starting to choke this. They had the man advantage a while ago, but they
Husband
missed out on that.
is in the same angle. Instantly. He is not changing his angle.
It's a 2-on-3, Johnny. Man advantage in the hands of Panda Express. And now, considering Crusher with this MG42, he's got one side completely on the lockdown. Still 5AM, they've got a decent amount of map control to work with, but Aju Prime, he needs to win this duel, but he misses that by a big margin. ZFXG still can't clutch it out. It's a 1-on-2. We have seen a lot of these type of clutches in the past as well.
Yeah.
But ZFXG, the main problem is the opponent got his number, and Ron Rizla is already sitting in the corner.
Oh, he gets spotted.
Oh no, he's not even gonna check the corner.
And
moves in.
Same mistake.
Yeah, same mistake. Just moves in.
They're good with that thing.
I mean, doesn't even check, and Ron Rizla,
not,
mentioned,
sticking their neck out for the fight when they are, about to win. They're waiting for the opponent to make a move and
against him, no matter where he went, even if he tried to go for a plant, it would have been just instantaneous pressure, forcing him to reset.
Kind of working, and now they're not done this. Why are they not rushing B? Just a question for AM.
Time to try and secure
maybe that's why he wanted to get shut down.
Express. Again, Necro, I feel history repeating itself. First hard point secured by 5 a.m. in what was a very close call between the two teams, and now I think it is going to be Panda Express securing the win in Search and Destroy.
I don't even know what to expect.
They're in chicken corners.
For some reason, 5 a.m. is going to make it to OT. Yeah, right now the advantage is in the hands of Panda Express.
He gets taken down.
No. Hold on, the cover fire comes in for Aju Prime. Beautiful stuff. Saves the day for his own sniper.
No, it's
Pressure still there with the MG42. All the way on the backside. At least now the man advantage that we were speaking of, it's been equalized.
Diamond.
Crusher. This guy's the main playmaker. He needs to be dealt with. And he's once again holding that cheeky angle. Looking to catch a few players off guard. 50 seconds on the clock left in Panda Express. They do get the site control. And even the plant's going to come through soon. Here comes the plant. ZFXG might just be a little bit safe. The toes were spotted. He takes some hefty amount of damage upon himself. But Weedy, with this off angle, is able to catch a player off guard.
What is he doing?
And here we go. Now the man advantage swings in the hands.
Yeah, the bomb has been planted out.
As I say so, it's taken down with 3v3.
Is in good,
another pick comes in from
good position now. This might take another guy down. He has fast. Obviously, you need to check this side, right?
He's not afraid to go for the picks, and that's the important
thing. Husband is the only guy left now. Husband has been picking off some good
losing this search and destroy. They're still not afraid of the competition.
Alright.
And that's something that's really keeping them themselves on the edge. And as I mentioned, Johnny, still for some reason I think there's a big chance we might just go to OT.
Hey man, they burned themselves
It's gonna
an
be OT
opportunity
mostly.
now. 5
5am
to 6, just one
they
round away
got
from
alerted
dragging
now.
this game into overtime.
But I'm still expecting them to
they need
rush
to do
it
whatever
B,
it
but
takes to make it
no, that's
happen.
not gonna happen.
But
There's some
now this time the players still,
flashes.
again, look at the amount of utility they have to deal with right off the bat. Really
And
drop
then
extremely
there's
low.
looking
There's
at okay, the
man
smoke.
shut down by the side of
Treasure
Panda Express, but
gets the
no
double
pressure
now.
with
Whoa.
that 2K.
Oh, he gets an
So
oh my god.
position gets the third as well.
The trailer. The guy owns the trailer.
I think the search and
I think
destroy might
last
just come
time
to an end.
Oh,
Really gets an upon kill.
Oh,
that was such a quick scope as
they
well.
got this, man.
What you expect
Look at
from the
that.
man,
Look
but
at
it's
that.
now a 1-on-4.
A triple with the HMG, the trailer, and the wall band headshot. And husband taking the final blow. I'm giving the final blow.
That's it, Panda Express. They do a beautiful job in shutting down 5am and also
it's
taking
1-0. Now we are looking at a control map.
And now the win is going to be in
I
the
don't know why
sale
my
of
video
Panda
quality
Express.
keeps on
A
switching
1-1
to
on the
lower
board. That's a great
resolution.
thing. That
It's
means we're
because
going to
of
move on
the internet.
towards
It
the
happens to
decider,
me
which will be
sometimes
played
too.
on control.
Yeah,
Sometimes it happens. Like even if you have a good internet, right? Sometimes there'll be from their network source they'll be fluctuating. So at that point of time, for 5 minutes, it will happen.
Extremely close one. This time it was much closer than the last time. So
or is it happening from many days?
Be completely broken down, but no. Husband, first of all, in those initial few rounds, it was him just holding the players of 5am at that.
We are here for.
Crusher with that LMG, man, right in the nick of time, just completely shutting down the momentum from the side of 5am. That was also impressive.
If you guys watching
and then 5am just had no answer to that.
And honestly speaking, Johnny, if 5am do lose out of this entire series, I'm going to feel bad for them, dude, because the amount of efforts the players have showcased in the past 2 rounds, it's crazy. Aju Prime woke up in Search and Destroy and chose violence, while you try and speak of the hard point, Weedy and Adam, these 2 guys were popping off in different margins. So yeah, one thing is for sure, 5am, they have stepped up by a big margin inside of this entire series. If they do lose this one out, just imagine all the efforts, they're going to be all down the drain.
Yeah, I mean, it could be all down the drain, but
uploaded
that doesn't
video.
happen. As you mentioned, it is going to be heartbreaking. But it's going to be heartbreaking. Doesn't matter who loses the next series, right? Panda Express as well. If they lose, because these guys are also incredible. We've seen a lot of big plays from him. Uriel, Ron.
Maybe Candy specific content too.
Man.
I'll watch all of his games.
It came back and forth, and then the LMG coming out.
Especially that Odin peak from the side of Aju Prime towards the sniper, right? Husband was the man holding the angle in the back line, but Aju Prime peaks in his crosshair and still somehow comes out on top. That pre-fire was crazy. And Husband just never saw this coming. Even I'm pretty sure if we had a chance to look at his face cam, the man must have been super surprised with the way he got taken down. Because technically, when you try and speak of the advantage, of course, it was with Husband. But considering the peaker advantage,
just imagine a guy waiting there at that corner.
Took the cake. You've got the mad stats of the previous game on the screen.
Basically, why is he even holding a melee when he can at that point? He needs to be holding on to his gun, right?
In general, Panda Express, they were much more methodical and
tactical
compared to the players
of
5am.
The opening is here, where the door and the other way.
Once again, be committed from the side of 5am too. You saw so many times the players are not really checking those corners, and that's why they're getting caught.
If he wants to melee, right, he needs to stand somewhere here, where we'll enter. And then, you know, when we enter, he can melee.
And again, I mean, I'm gonna go with how this
at the right time, but he didn't do that. He was standing over here.
To be the one to close it out, but
that was
distance. I mean, that hard point start was very incredible.
For me to slide in and aim at him and kill him before he could react.
They indeed are. As I mentioned too during the cast itself,
right?
For some reason they forgot to check the corners on the attack, and a lot of those times you saw the players just completely sneaking on towards the corners. They were getting the sniper down as well pretty quickly. Weedy was the man who was supposed to be like the main playmaker for the side of 5am, who was supposed to bring in that impact. But if Weedy's getting shut down off the rip with those corners not being checked by the players, then that's a big issue, and that's exactly what was repeating over and over again.
You gotta have a lot of knowledge and a lot of
so hopefully the same thing's not going to happen towards control. Control is more kind of like hard point. Players will try to go for the kills, of course. Sometimes we do see the objective as well being prioritized. So hopefully this time as well we might just see the same thing. But 5am versus Panda Express, considering 5am, they're really feeling themselves, especially when it comes to the fragging department. I think so. It might just be 5am taking the cake.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, let's see. I mean, you are going for 5am, I'm going for Panda Express, and now we are split between our decisions as well. But let's see. I mean, it is going to be interesting no matter what happens.
I have watched that reel on repeat.
it's the same intensity that we witnessed during that upper bracket matchup during the open finals, right, between the two sides. The map is going to be intense as well, of course, between the two sides. So It all comes down to can one individual from, not one individual, but do the individual performances from either sides, do they put up a big impact? Because that is what has been the case.
We need to have a CODM lineup from my side.
In both the modes we witnessed so far. First it was VDA native, then individual
if I have people who are disciplined enough.
And then it was
but yeah, I would have to, you'd have to
Panda Express popping off
for them to participate in, for them, obviously they will not have any devices.
So this decider, again, a lot of pressure on both these teams.
Nothing
Panda
spent on
Express,
them,
they are
but
going to be
that would be great.
hopeful that they
I think
get
I could
to
actually
secure
do that.
like a win on
Manage
the board,
one,
get a few
manage
extra
a
points
team.
on the leaderboard, but let's see how
And I
it's
won't be
going to
playing
turn out.
Still, if you try and compare the entire mechanical aspect to the game, right, that's where Control really does favor the entire fragging department. And right now, 5AM, they're feeling themselves with that fragging department. They're able to get the kills on the board, but when you speak of the tactics, sometimes they can't lack from the side of 5AM. The team play, the communication, it's a little bit missing. But if you try to compare the same thing to Panda Express, they're much more tactically sound, and we saw a prime example of that in firing range itself.
I mean, when it comes to, if they have the device right, like now in
the only
BGMI
reason why they were winning the majority of the rounds were because of complete heroics.
Only in top or they're giving a device, otherwise the player itself will have the device.
So these heroics is something that's not going to work out
how do you get entered into streams that are needed?
Better when it comes to the firepower aspect. Maybe in Control they can have the upper edge.
Yeah, maybe in Control
they
will have the upper hand, but let's see.
Need to,
not after a great
get
start
an entry
as we finds the kill onto Treasure. Has been also shut down, so Panda Express definitely not really focusing on that firepower.
If you get all those right, it kind of, makes sense.
Of 2 respawns available.
Spending some money on, to push them towards the tournaments.
Trying the level best to keep the players of 5AM at bay, but 5AM, look at them focus on that B objective.
Yeah, they're constantly maintaining that 2 respawns advantage, right?
Yeah.
Even the next point is going to be contested by the boys themselves, and 5AM this time around doing pretty good, 22-25. Once again, maintaining that similar type of lead.
Oh, the control is on. I just forgot the whole mode. Alright, they got one already?
These quick scopes, they're really starting to pain the players of 5AM.
It's 5AM.
For the side of Panda Express,
they have the win. I mean, they have the kill too. They're going in for spawn trap.
When it comes to the firepower, when it comes to the mechanics, for some reason, 5AM
they're going in for a spawn trap, but they get rejected
Panda
too.
Express 17-22. Now the lead is starting to stack up a little bit more for 5AM, and that's a great thing. And once again, for Panda Express, they're starting to choke these duels.
It's really interesting to see how things turn out now. But native. Oh, that was a tight angle. Crusher getting taken out like that. Not really what we expected, but I think look at this, 14-21, 5AM. They know all they have to do is just wait on that, around that A hard point, control point, and just wait for the players of Panda Express to show up, secure those kills. 10 respawn advantage.
Kind of.
Crusher barely surviving, but he sets
one of
it
those
up
guns
for his
in
teammates.
AR section, which is kind of different to
kind of chime in as well, and this is a big difference now.
They're
going for both the objective
they're in
and
trouble.
the frags.
Brighton missile. Did he have to use it?
5 AM over here.
I don't think so.
Already big mop, and look at the amount of crossfires that are also being set up by the players of 5 AM. And already the game's done. The objective A has been lost.
If you see 5 AM,
they do get the first round on the board. While Panda Express,
it was
completely
like
get outgunned and outruled by the players of 5 AM.
Especially those Chinese teams. They're taking doubles.
And that is maybe the tactics are not on our side today, but we're doing pretty good.
Just within 1 second, 2 seconds.
When it comes to the mechanical aspect of the game, and that's what they're relying on.
Panda Express on the attacker side now. Wanted gets taken down. Treasure is still alive. Just got on. Urail got weed.
Time around Panda Express. They're gonna try their level
best. And got greedy. But crazy guns. How quickly opponents kill them in the gun. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right?
Advantage in their favor as well.
That was crazy. But after looking at that, right, at their gameplay, and I think, okay, I can do that too, and you jump in to the game with the Odin, it quite doesn't work like that. You gotta be very accurate, and the fire rate is less, so you cannot get panicked when the shots are not get connected.
Ruled out for too long, right? 24-20 is not that big of a lead if you try and speak of it. Now make that 22-20, and that's where the isolation really comes into play. And Addiv as well, he pulls out the equalizer. He's able to find some multi-kills. And now just look at this, Johnny. The advantage is taken down to just one. 17-20. Hold on, Panda Express still looking for to maintain the same thing. And Panda Express, they do get the advantage once again back on equal levels. It's 20-15. Already
there was some
advantage there with
by
4 respawns in the hands of Panda Express, but still objectives are being lost, and that's a big problem. If the objectives are not going to be there in the hands of the winning team, then well, it's pretty much going to be taken away by the team that you do not really expect to win.
Yeah, but look at this.
But we will try. Okay, today we will be. From tomorrow we will be trying to master SK. Type 63. It's just about the SKs, but yeah.
15 to 10 now. Panda Express with the upper hand. 5 AM. They need those multi-frags now. They have.
We'll have a lot of clips
available, but
that's for sure.
Utilize any of them. 14.
I think I already got one.
5 kill deficit, but it gets bigger and bigger now. They have doubled up.
No, actually I got a Krig.
I think this time it is going to be Panda Express for sure now. Coming in with that equalizer on the overall score, 1-1. 12 to the last 4, 11 to the last 4. And the equalizer is online as well.
Panda Express, they got back, bro. These guys are good.
It's a mop at this
we need
point,
to see a match like this where both the teams are
so much, and he keeps it delivering constantly as well. This man is so consistent, Crusher. No matter what map you put him in, no matter which
domination is kind of
Crusher
good to see, but not always right.
Delivered on the fragging department, and once again he does the same thing. Pulled out the equalizer as well, and he was able to deliver so much.
To use Odin,
Panda Express came through on top is because of the early advantage they gained, and they were constantly able to maintain that 4 respawn advantage till the end.
To use Odin, aim has to be top notch.
They have to try and
both teams are going really close.
To secure the wins for themselves.
I'm kind of rooting for 5 AM now.
A little bit of a switcheroo coming in.
Seen them lose. And the way they won hardpoint, that was crazy. Especially VD. Where's that guy?
This time again, it's going to be 5 AM
and Addy is adding up here. But yeah, he's the leading guy when it comes to kills.
For Panda Express to work with, but an edge is still an edge. And 5 AM, Necro, it's quite surprising seeing them trying to slow things down.
Needs to step up now.
We haven't really seen a lot of those heavy investments coming through. And yes, as you mentioned, 5M is slowing things down, and that's a big problem. Coming up with a change on the fly is something that's not really working out that well for 5AM because they need to adapt themselves, and that's where the players of Panda Express are getting the advantage because Panda Express are playing the same way they were. They're sticking to that comfort zone. While 5AM, they do realize that they still have a big chance of winning. That's where they're switching the playstyle up a little bit more, but this last-minute switch is not working out that well. Even really starting to miss out those sniper shots, and that's a big problem. 5AM, now the problems, they start to rack up once again that 4 respawn lead that we speak of.
I need to go back and check the previous matches of all these teams.
But that's what
I feel. I miss some matches on the first day, I guess.
It's just one respawn lead in the hands of Panda
Not
Express.
first day.
And is that going to be enough for them to actually go for the win? But
there's another round.
They snatch it away, pressure goes down, Hubbard finds a trade. Panda Express trying the level best to keep the players of 5
Today we have Godlike match too.
And this time Crusher, he's looking to go big, EMG42, Necro
I think
back
this
online
enough. We still have,
this could be the perfect position, the perfect play with that LMG.
The finals is on November, there's gonna be a month time. They just need to qualify here now. After that they will have a month to prepare.
And of course the Annihilator also shut down out of the way.
3 seconds left. They're going in for the capture. They need to capture this.
Oh my God! Oh, they got the advantage at the last moment, Johnny. 11-16. 5AM now with a big advantage. With a big lead towards the respawn. And if they keep on maintaining the same lead, Panda Express is going to start to crumble.
5AM, nice.
He needs to pop off
but the kills, oh, they are leading when it comes to light count too. So yeah, that's good.
Once again in this last round, maybe Panda Express can still have some glimmer of hope to try and come back on top. But the Hunter Killer drone from Hachu Prime is able to find the lead as well. And even Husband gets struck down. Hachu Prime is once again starting to rack up so many kills. 8-16. Now that's a major lead.
Yeah,
next month LAN is in Hyderabad.
A big advantage at 5 AM. They are feeling confident about this one.
Crazy.
Move in the players of Panda Express trying the level best 14-7 though. And it's all about this last hard point. Panda Express, they are already there looking to secure that objective, but are they waiting for the players of 5 AM to move in? Because no one is actually contesting the objective. They were just circling around it. 5 AM
22 seconds left. They need to capture. Otherwise the time will run out. Crusher, there's only Blue Rail and Husband.
2 against 12. That's not enough.
Oh yeah.
12-2, it's next to impossible. The last time when these two teams collided, it was Panda Express who came out on top. But 5AM this time around, they devour the Pandas and win this entire series in their hands. What a game that was. Or maybe almost on the verge of winning it. They still have got one more round to go, Johnny. And in this one more round, if Panda Express, they do not clutch it, it's done for. This is going to be the final chance.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last chance to make it happen. But let's see, can they turn things around? Not an easy fight in front of them right now. And 5 AM already off to the races. ZFXG, he's not wasting any time, man. Right off the bat, puts the pedal to the metal, gets those extra frags for his team, but 5am, they need to capitalize. ZFXG was...
He still has the war machine.
Taking a little bit of a backseat,
he gets taken out.
Shut down. I think that is what he was trying to avoid, but I think the job was done. 24-26. They have a single frag advantage right now.
We are on the other side. I kind of keep forgetting it. Oh my god, pressure.
Sprays it all in the wrong place, although it did have a significant amount of damage on the opposing player.
22-24, 5am with the advantage once again. That 2 respawn lead is something that they're constantly maintaining. And 5am is the same thing, keeps on popping up. It's going to be a big issue for Panda Express. This disease, it needs to be cured. Some precautions, they need to be there on the board for 17-20. Once again, 5am is maintaining that constant respawn lead, but here we go. Crusher, he strikes once again, 17-19, but Panda Express still somehow they're coming out on top with the leads, and here comes the heavy investments that we're speaking of. Claws being pulled out from the side of a rail, but he's able to find the kills. That's what
so
matters,
that he
but
forgot that
he was not able to get a lot done with that.
Well, let's see. Ooh, now this could be big. Adif, he is online.
There's a good difference now. This is 11-17.
17-11.
That's good, but what are they gonna do now?
Look at the kill feed.
Oh, okay, Wanted, what are they doing?
Finding those frags. Panda Express in a world of pain.
Whoa.
Oh my god, Wanted.
In a long time, and Wanted goes with
that's
that
good, that's so good.
It's over, Necro. It's done.
15-15.
There is no way 5am lose this game now.
And we had a conversation about this too, right? When it comes to the fragging department,
okay,
today 5am, they're much better. They've
oh my god, look at that FXG.
And that's why, for some reason, Panda Express, they're not able to match the intensity that 5am is bringing back inside of the game. When it comes to the kills aspect, when it comes to the firepower orientation, this time around, 5am, they're much better. And that's what they do. They rule out the players of Panda Express as they have finally taken them down. The last time when these two teams collided, it was Panda Express to come out on top. But this time around, 5am, they have flipped the odds, they have flipped the table.
Yeah, they get their revenge, man. Last time as well on Control, things were extremely close between these two teams, but 5am finally do get the shutdown on Panda Express and get themselves a revenge. And of course, not really ending the day on a bad note, right? I mean, imagine this, right? You go into your first game of the day, lose out, take a beating at the hands of Time to Pound, and then
I'm waiting for the data.
An incredibly close battle between 5am and Panda Express, and 5am somehow managed to keep their eyes on the prize and close out the day with a win.
What a day it was for 5am. A complete roller coaster of emotions. Off the rip, they started off with a big upset. And then later on, when we thought that once again we might just see 5am losing another matchup, they just pulled off the biggest upset that the IGC has ever seen. Shutting down Panda Express in such a great manner, especially that hard point. With the way things went, you really got to give it to Adif and even the man himself, Weedy, because Weedy was able to get 69 kills in that hard point.
I think the next match is the most awaited one. Now Godlike fans will be here.
Margin. Even his teammate, they got motivated a little bit more.
Versus non-stop. We have two.
Yes, things were close, but not exactly.
This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. P-Lines, I don't know which lineup it is. It's a new lineup for P-Lines. And we have Godlike versus non-stop. We don't know non-stop. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at the lineup from the whole team for the first time.
Man, that performance from
and what comes after that, the whole two matches of Group A, P-Lines versus Team Strike,
did give a lot of momentum.
I've seen them play.
His entire teammates, but then there was a
but P-Lines, I think it's a new
search and destroy. But hey, who cares? I mean, at the end of the day,
it's the new lineup. Strike versus Accelerate.
Series,
so yeah,
right? They do
that's deciding match hard point.
At the end of the day, and I think that's all.
No, it's done. They won.
About, right?
It's best of
the only consistent fragger from the side of Panda Express is being. Maybe you can't say Crusher on the rail. These guys, especially on towards Control, they were trying to get a lot done, but unfortunately, that a lot wasn't really enough. Crusher with that LMG, especially when he pulled that out in Search and Destroy, he was really starting to rule out those players, man. Crusher single-handedly, he had a lot of that impact from Panda Express, but just one single man doing things is really not going to matter, especially on the opposite side when you've got Aju Prime, Adif, and even Weedy himself popping up. It's really tough to face off those three players.
Yeah, it definitely is, man, and it was always going to be tough to begin with. But let's see, I mean, we still have a long way to go for both of these teams. There's still opportunity for Panda Express to secure a few wins for themselves. 5am, an important victory for them today. We knew it was going to be a tough journey ahead, but this win can account for a lot in helping them move forward towards that land finale. But hey, I mean, this series is over. And now we all know it's going to be a big matchup coming up in a few short moments, something everyone has been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, Godlike is going to be there in action, Johnny. I know you were speaking of Godlike versus NS. It's a matchup that we all have been waiting for such a long time. Even NS, man, you can't really take it away from them. NS, they have been dominating and crushing their way through towards this bracket. And as they face off against Godlike, one thing
learn
is for
from
sure,
Godlike,
this is supposed to be an intense matchup.
Learn from Godlike had rooted for feelings in his team.
You never know. Sometimes Godlike does show up taking things a little lightly. And
he said feelings are underdogs. I don't know whether that lineup is playing today. I don't think they're playing now. Because
but then again, it is Godlike. So again,
I have the phone here.
Let's see.
I've seen
I'm still waiting for someone to put up
they kind of disbanded
that. Can be anyone. It's going to be exciting nonetheless. But let's see. Hopefully, it is NS today, giving us an exciting.
I don't think I think it's the same one. Wait, let me just check. Luigi, I think Warlord. Oh yeah, it's not the same one actually. But Team 5am CODM. Are you serious? IG Ryzen forever. Spauro. But are they gonna play now? This is the old one. Yeah, I think this is different. Yeah, this is a different one. Different lineup. I'm trying to find these guys. VD and all. Not able to find them. Void videos present Tussle Thrive Season 2. With oh my god, they're in for another one? Nice. Registration for qualifiers. One starts on 15th October. Yo! I'm gonna put this on my story. Nice. Nice. We need more tournaments like this. But yeah, I thought they could save it up for the next year, but this is good too. What's the time? Why have still written World Champs Watch Party here? I really have zero energy right now, man. been beaten down. CODM. I've been beaten down. Da, 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 da. Oh wait, where are people? Where are regular people? Guess what, guys? Okay, I bought. We got a new speaker, Fortronics. My hair's all messed up. My ears messed up too. Damn, they'll be back soon. There's so many people waiting, man. That's so good. See, the watching is 120 and it's actually good. I'll show you. This is actually good. Let me just check on something. I'm kind of trying to get some money for internship. To get this internship right, I can grab the 10K. Application. So what is the status? Okay. Yeah, they're back. We'll be looking at Godlike now. Going against non-stop. We don't know. Till now, what we have heard is non-stop. They're kind of being non-stop. So the next team will be non-stop. Nice. I need to look up. I'm gonna send every single of these players. I mean, if you can get their IDs, I'm gonna send a request. That's what I'm gonna do. Right? Yeah. Now we need to be looking at Godlike now. Is anyone doing the watch party of this thing? No, obviously. You would need some more adrenaline. These thumbnails, they're all like one side. With just one pick. Uses one pick for everything. And I think it has been captured years back.
speaking of Godlike, let's move on and look at their roster. These guys have been playing with each other for such a long time. So, of course, the team synergy, it's going to be on point. They have been playing with each other for insane amount of time.
Yeah, they have been. So we have Learn, Skull, G, Trunks, Abyss, and Neutrino inside of Godlike. And, of course, the stars of Indian Call of Duty Mobile, I mean, have been on that international stage again and again. A big one in the previous World Championship. This time not that successful, but hey, I mean, still got extremely far. But today, it is going to be interesting to see how they fare up against this team.
Non-stop. Okay.
Crypts, Midi, Karma, and Lemon.
We've seen
and Karma, these two guys, even sometimes Cosmo, if he does start to pop off, it's really tough to stop
our team
non-stop. NS officials in 2023 as well, they were able to make it to the LAN finales, but unfortunately they choked up when it came to coming close to going towards the grand finals itself. They choked up big time. So for non-stop, even this is sort of like the finales, but unfortunately they sometimes Cosmo.
Karma and Lemon. Lemon, I don't know. I know Karma.
This is sort of like the redemption arc for them. For Godlike, considering in the past in the World Championship, they have faced an upset too. So for Godlike as well, they're looking forward to redeem themselves.
Godlike, they'll be on fire now because their previous matches, the official matches have not been good.
They can, but speaking of this matchup itself, Godlike is one of those teams with insane amount of experience and skill level. While you try and compare them to NS, it does seem a little bit unfair, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
I think that's what every CODM team in India has to go through. They need to go through that unfairness.
If you go into a fight thinking that you're going to lose, you will automatically
lose. It is what it is.
You can't really go into a fight, especially against a team like Godlike, with that attitude. I think you just have to think about every single mode individually and take those objectives wherever you can. But talking about objectives and modes, let's have a look at the map veto, see what that is going to look like between these two sides. I think that is also going to be quite fun to witness.
Map veto is quite the important one, and maybe Godlike is someone that can pull off the surprises over here, Johnny. Considering Godlike is, of course, going to be on the aggressive side of things, they're going to be quite confident no matter what map they pick. But Johnny, we're seeing quite classic picks. Hacienda being picked up from the side of Godlike, nothing.
Godlike, I think they have
something that's different.
Especially in control, they have good experience too.
But I'm pretty sure.
But I don't think it will go there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, we did see Seaside in action a few days ago, but I think that was it. Hardpoint, Hacienda, it's Godlike, man, difficult to beat. Search and Destroy Tunisia. Maybe that is where NS might stand a chance. Maybe they can bring it on back on Search and Destroy, but that is also kind of unlikely. But
that lost once, right?
Eventually,
I think it was against Revenant Esports
side, which is Control. Again, relying on that firepower.
You know the lineup of Revenant Esports and some other Indian teams.
Their way towards the win over there as well. So I think NS, they need to focus on hardpoint, keep it close, build up the pressure, then go on to Search and Destroy, secure a win over there, and then maybe you can stand a chance of closing.
Yeah, Abyss is here, Master.
If Lemon and Cosmo, these two guys start to pop
what is happening here?
NS can definitely make it super close, but if Lemon and Cosmo are not able to find any sort of
and
Godlike knows exactly what to do and how to isolate duels against these guys and try and break off the chain of thought, then that's where Godlike can instantly get the advantage.
And I did see Abyss somewhere, right?
It's all going to come down to the first P1 itself.
Oh, Revenant Esports is basically time to pound.
Hands of NS, and if they do get decent amount of lead over the players of Godlike, which is
Dope and Zyro are not here, but
Godlike is so proactive towards the P1 itself, then it is going to be a chance that maybe NS can come through victorious if they do get the P1 control, but that is highly unlikely, as I mentioned.
Yeah, it is highly unlikely, but let's see how things are going to turn out. One should not lose hope before the battle even begins, right? That is what we just discussed. And again, NS, focus on the objective. That is going to be important. I like the fact that you explained Cosmo and Lemon. They're going to be
one day
to the win, and I agree with that. It's a similar situation as it was between 5am and Panda Express, right? Weedy and Aju Prime. Those two individuals active in that first mode of Hardpoint as well, supporting Weedy. Just those players individually stepping up to such a level that there was nothing Panda Express could do to stop these guys was the reason that 5am walked away with the win. And you never know if one of the individuals from the side of NS all of a sudden just becomes an absolute god, even Godlike could start to struggle.
They indeed can. And speaking of Godlike itself, right, we know what they're capable of. Now, I mean, I know I'm pretty much repeating the same stuff as a broken record, but honestly speaking, there's not really a lot to say, right? Other than the map veto, we saw Hacienda. It's quite the classic one. And as they have played on this map as well for such a long time. And at this point in time, for NS, it's all about the heroics, man. The individual players, if they're able to pop off, if they know exactly how Godlike plays, which of course there are enough demos available, not exactly demos, but there are enough WADs available against Godlike
You're not talking and we are
enough, maybe you can
jumping.
But here we go. Hacienda boots up on the screen as Godlike they face off against Nonstop.
And an instant run-up coming in from Lens, and as you mentioned, Necro, very proactive towards that first half.
Okay.
He's gonna try and clear out the flank.
Meaty.
And Godlike Esports focused on the objective. They're just dying to the hands of NS just so they can get their points. Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, maybe Godlike, they pretty much don't really care about the kills at this point in time as long as they've got the objective control.
Whoa, that was different. Don't have the video, bro. There'll be a lot of views for this particular. Don't have the video.
Once again, get the objective back in their hands. Godlike, they're really starting to
don't have the video. Oh wait.
But maybe
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Yo.
Neutrino's able to get those multi-kills.
I would have enjoyed alone now. Yeah, let's just look at the viewership now. Not a lot of difference. Let me just reload. I hope I won't be interrupted with ads. Yeah, we have been interrupted by ads. But yeah. Not a lot. I think they're not informed, by the way. Their fans are not informed. That might be the case. But yeah, sound, let's just put you back.
Cleaning up and
24, Godlike, yeah, they did get the objective. They got killed, I mean,
Godlike, they pretty much
a lot of times, but yeah.
To be an easy cakewalk. And with the way they're playing,
there's
too,
a foam
not
hold.
really feel like they're putting a lot of efforts into the communication. Individually, the players are doing pretty decent as long as they get the lead on the hard point as well. That's all that matters. But so far, Nonstop, they're doing a great job in stopping the players of Godlike. It does feel like from Nonstop, it's done the research.
Proper hold, but no.
Enough wads available against
Godlike came in.
But when it comes to the individual aspect of things, that's where Godlike
welcome to the stream.
Prevail a piece and learn. These three guys, once again, they start to rack up so many kills.
Now
you blink it and you see the domination from Godlike once again on the board. Godlike is now starting to run away with a massive lead. Even the utility utilization, the positioning from the players as well, it's looking great. Trunks finds another man who was trying to slip past him, but eventually he gets denied.
Well, he is going to be denied right now, but let's see. 51 to 36, Godlike still in control.
They're not even, they don't even care about the early rotations. I mean, they're like
not really looking to slow the pace
non-stop with the early rotations.
Still in control.
But yeah, they are barging in though.
Smithy is going to try and
Neutrino. Learn. Lumen takes a double there.
That is going to be a big punish coming in. Finally shut down, so he does get taken off of that hard point and regain control.
Godlike cannot take these guys lightly. I mean, look at that. Learn. Pharaoh.
Indeed it is. Nonstop is actually surprising all of us. Even Lemon and Cosmo. These two guys, they do seem to pop off in quite a great fashion. Learn with that Sparrow is able to find some decent
yeah, they have
56 to 54.
Experience.
What is happening to Godlike?
No doubt, but now
some reality checks
I think
here. And if the same thing keeps on happening, one thing is for sure, Nonstop, they might just run away with the lead. This game is starting to be
they're
really
kind of doing
close,
all, I mean,
64.
Godlike is taking this match lightly, most probably. And you know, when it's up against Godlike, the opponent will definitely be
one thing is for sure, hard points going to be stolen away by
try-harding to their best, right? And that's what we are looking at now.
NS in the driving seat,
Godlike needs to tap up.
NS in the lead. And Godlike,
they'll still be lazy, I guess, but
I
don't know. I thought they
and still struggling, by the way, to find those kills. And yeah,
NS is playing so good, yeah.
Operator skills online for the players of Godlike. They've managed to hold on to them for all this time, and it's not really afraid, and in fact being proactive. Learn, find the kill Abyss as well. Finally, they're starting to bring in those frags for themselves.
Look at that.
But especially
they're holding on to object is so good.
Godlike is sort of struggling to get those frags.
Look at that, look at Kama. He's not scared to come off and, you know, be that guy
the same way, one thing is for sure, Nonstop will definitely
start to dominate
even more on
okay, they took the spawn. 30 seconds left here. Will they hold on to it? But no, Sweetie with the nade takes down Neutrino. Prevail comes in, equalizer. Yo. Alright.
Prevail, and now it's time to lock the floor with the bodies of Nonstop. And that's exactly what Godlike needs at this point. They need to find the equalizer, and with this equalizer, Prevail is definitely looking to do the same
thing. Can he get another one?
This man is able to rack up so many kills as he is almost on the verge of finding another one too, but he gets shut down eventually.
This Gordon is trolling, I don't know. They're not trolling, I think they're like, initially when they got killed a lot, they just focused on the objective, taking objective. But right now, yeah, look at that, the point difference has been, is being made. It will be equalized soon.
Few points shy of getting themselves equalized.
Neutrino is coming in. Look at the kill board. It's Godlike again. This strike up.
He gets sandwiched from both these sides.
Hunter killer drone.
Oh, yeah, comes the Predator missile, and the shutdown is going to be there. 91. Godlike, it seems like they got distracted for a few seconds, but now they are back. But as soon as I say that, Lemon moves in. takes the control, takes the hard point away from the players of Godlike, and hands it over to NS.
Contestments 92-98. Still contestment on. Neutrino comes in, he takes one. Okay.
Serious with the way they're rotating as well on towards the point, with the way they're challenging the fights as well. But eventually now, Godlike, just look at the kill feed. It's them all across the board. Somewhere down line, a few kills are there being picked up from the side of Nonstop, but just a few are not going to be enough to get the hard point secured for yourself. Learn it as well. They return back with a 2-piece of their own, and Godlike out of nowhere, once again, they get the lead back in their hands, 107, 108, and Godlike is now running away with the points flow as well. The next point is also going to pop up soon.
Well, let's see. Abyss, important frag, Godlike, 115. Oh, this is going to be an important 2K. They do find one. But Necro, look at that on the hard point, looking for those points. Finally, the players move in.
They're going for the early rotation too.
Now it's going to be NS.
They'll force them to spawn here.
Up, all 5 of them still
they'll be forcing non-stop spawn at the... What is that, car?
But somehow they do manage to stay alive. Neutrino with that 2K
shuts
it all down. And I believe now
again Equalizer.
For a switch around. Now
damn, he still has the Sparrow. He'll do more damage. Limon.
Yeah, for Godlike, they pretty much know.
There's no way.
All they needed was the operator
there's no way.
Once again,
yeah, there might be a pinch now, but again, there's gonna be a
in their hands. Here we go. Godlike
rushing from Trunks and Learn.
Great times. You've also got Lemon now.
They let it go now. They're going for the next one. Let's see. They made so much progress now. 148 to 110.
Maybe Godlike can be compromised. 110 to 148. Still the lead is big time in the hands of Godlike. But if the same thing keeps on popping up, Godlike, one thing is for sure, they can't face the reality check soon. Non-stop, they're not letting go of this hard point control. But now the next point's going to pop up as well, Johnny. And this is where maybe Godlike are super proactive. They've already got the hard point control.
They have the hard point control, and that's all that matters to them. 155, 117. Crib, he's finding those kills all over the place, but
they don't have the favorable spawn. But yeah, there's Prevail coming up from the top.
Looking to move in. Neutrino and Abyss, they are going big in this one. And especially Abyss, 31 kills already on the board.
Neutrino with a double.
Neutrino, that
good lead, yeah, good lead.
That he has taken just now. It is the main reason that
I don't know why Vitality is not here. I think they'll be you know, there's two United teams.
Oh my god. Godlike, the warm-up is done.
Non-stop is stopped, and Godlike, as you mentioned, their warm-up, it feels like it's done. Godlike, they've finally woken up. The Beast is back in the game. As Godlike now constantly ruling out the place of Non-stop. Non-stop, their name is Non-stop, but they're definitely getting stopped this time around by Godlike. Got an over. You do see Non-stop as well back in the swing of things, and now they're starting to dominate the kill feed. Godlike also is starting to face a lot of those problems. 138, 136 to 180. Godlike still with that major lead, and as soon as Godlike knows that the point's going to fade away, they're super proactive to move on towards the next one.
On break probably.
Yeah, might be. Really able to get locked done,
but this time, right, they'll be on fire, bro. I believe that because even Godlike, I believe that both teams,
that's a great thing, but
for the next team, they'll be prepared. Vitality synergy will be on top because there'll be a lot of synergy added up because of the experience of 1 year. And Godlike, Learn itself, he was like telling that they were not that disciplined, and they did not train that much of discipline this time. And they kind of faced some personal problems too. So the next time, I think they're in for it.
Right on his feet.
I think next year it's gonna be peak because Elevate just showed that there are teams out there grinding day and night to be the best. So that alerts everyone.
Hard point, and there's nothing Non-stop can do about it. Every single time they show up, it's just their last player left standing. The team cannot regroup. That is what they are struggling with right now.
Godlike are always ready with the mop, just cleaning the floor with the bodies of
Non-stop. Will be there for next. Oh, that'll be crazy. We need that guy.
The man is all across the board, getting those positive traits in his hands for his team.
Look at that, look at that.
Be in the front line, stealing Trunks. He wraps him up in a sheet as well. Godlike on the kill feed. They are just ruled. And knowing the fact that now for Godlike, if the same thing keeps on happening, Godlike is going to run away with a major lead Non-stop. If they do not bring it to full stopper against Godlike right here, right now, one thing is for sure, Godlike's going to run away with a victory. And look at the kill feed. Godlike is just outnumbering the players of Non-stop.
Oh boy, this is just getting
brutal. 41, Learn reached 41.
extremely close
yeah,
to closing out
totally
the game right now.
bro.
The players of Godlike, and I feel.
I mean, just there'll be one thought. Oh, okay, maybe NS is
B1 again.
playing good against Godlike, and like after that, in few seconds, things will change when it's Godlike or Vitality on your
needed, all right.
on
Maybe
the
at the
opponent's
next
side.
one, Non-Stop get their first Non-Stop retake this hard point for the last few seconds. But Godlike, they've already sent a man.
They're going for the next one. They don't have the strength there, but yeah, they are pushing in. Yeah, now they have the strength.
A fight inside of the garage, and he has the Annihilator to work with as well. Yeah, this game is
Annihilator gets taken down, maybe. No, he still has it. Abel, the double. Yeah, 149, 150. That's so easy. Godlike was just warming up to it. Yup.
But unfortunately,
but yeah, we'll be looking at SND now.
Handed out the closure to Non-Stop. And yes, it's already a 1-0 on the board in the favor of Godlike as they secure this hard point against Non-Stop. But still, Non-Stop, the early phases were way too close. We all thought that Godlike, maybe they have got the competition, but then later on, as you mentioned,
we need to look at a lot of
for the boys and SNS. They started racking
up. Zono, welcome to the stream. Now it's going good. How are you?
We're getting Non-Stop bullied.
Thanks for joining.
They were getting bullied, in fact.
I'm sorry, I was like too much invested here.
It was individual performances again coming in from.
It'll be more fun if
like
more teams.
In very specific moments.
Yeah, that's what we desperately need. We don't need any, disband team. We need a lot of teams to step up.
But we all, again, have an expected result on the board. Although the early struggle on
just can't be like Godlike and Vitality. Even Godlike come in now.
Away on Search and Destroy, because that over there you don't really have to face the entirety of Godlike.
Learn at the same thing that they need more competition in their own region. If they can get more competition here, it's gonna help everyone improve. That's not happening. We need more. But yeah, now I think we have one more tournament coming from Voice Viewers. We're gonna see some good matches up there. And then Vitality is making the tournament, but it's a team format. I don't know what it is exactly. And then maybe Snapdragon Pro Series is gonna happen. This is, it's all set. I think for the next Jan and Feb, we need something that should be going on there. Right?
Dominating through.
Yeah, but let's see.
We don't need events like this can give up. The players can have like a 3-month gap, but apart from that,
at the end of the day, right?
Things should be happening. Things should be rolling. Like, they have Garena Mobile Masters and all. Garena something in Garena. We need those things. We need again Snapdragon Series 2. If they are popping up, right? And if it's not just Godlike and Vitality, they should be at least. I think Team Accelerate is good. P-Lines, the new lineup, we need to check how they are. Hopefully these tourneys give our teams a little boost after WC. Yeah, that's right. But it's a known fact that they are gonna beat this one, right? I think they're kind of bored, I guess. I mean, regional champs, they'll always be. Then everyone knows that Godlike and Vitality will be in the finals. So yeah. I'm feeling lazy. Okay, today we made it. But yeah, the one thing that they desperately need is lobbies, bro. They need lobbies which are harder, like like. Okay, we'll be off to SND now. On to SND now, not off to. One good thing is earlier we always knew Godlike would win, but now Vitality is giving good competition and Accelerate also. Yeah, and this this team right now, right? This lineup, 3 of them were in Revenant Esports. They actually defeated Godlike once in SND, Search and Destroy. So here, there's this team too, non-stop. Up next we have SND match, so yeah. And yeah, Vitality is back on form. regional champions now. Godlike has to take that position back. So that's one challenge. That's the first challenge, I guess, for Godlike. And they need to look up for underdogs too. As you said, Accelerate. They're there. I think Accelerate and Anthem. Accelerate is one top firm team that we have. You know, because Revenant, we just saw that there's a lot of changes in their lineup that definitely doesn't add up for the team. It's gonna, send them back like a week or two or a month or two because for every new lineups.
Match Necro that I really like, and I think that sort of mindset can be beneficial to NS, is that realize that you have nothing to lose now, right? As far as the series goes, you've already lost Hardpoint. If you lose on Search and Destroy, it's over. Go all in, do whatever it takes, do whatever you have to, and like put whatever you have to offer inside of this series. And who knows? I mean, I am hoping to see Control.
Smitty, Lemon, and Cosmo, these three guys, they're definitely at the top of the form. And for Nonstop to perform and prevail in this Search and Destroy, these three guys, they once again need to pop off on insane levels. If they do not do so, well then for Godlike it's going to be
they're all in already. Alright.
Trino's going to be the man to kick
Karma caught him, but no, it's too late.
They've already found the entrance towards the site, but a great return from Smitty.
They're at the side, Sweetie is in. Oh, they'll find him. Oh no, Sweetie takes another one.
Oh my god, Smitty.
He goes big, finally,
yeah,
standing up.
Oh my god, Abyss, bro. We just forgot how good Abyss is.
Blink it and you miss it,
With the sniper.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah, it was
I don't know why I keep forgetting it.
Godlike. Even though usually teams on the attack, they do tend to
Abyss
struggle
in
before
trunks.
Godlike.
I mean, wait,
It was
Abyss in
effortless. That's what it felt like.
Bro. I think they're the best Indian snipers now.
I do understand I'm speaking a lot about Godlike, but what's there to speak of NS? They're just getting outruled. Off the rip and hard point, yes, they were doing pretty good, but man, later on, Godlike is just running away with a major lead. And look at this too. Straight up just jumping inside of the site as NS, they apply. Prevalent drugs, these two guys. They once again rule out the entire site. They've already cleaned it up.
Oh my god, Karma takes double too.
From the boys and Karma. Hold on, still he's trying to keep his team in the race. It's now 1-on-3. Can Karma really rule out the place Godlike? And the answer is going to be no, as Neutrino finds the closure.
Oh boy, I mean, once again, things are starting to click, and it is on attack, so Godlike on aggression, we know they've always been good at that, but let's see. Non-stop. As you mentioned, Necro, Cosmo, Smitty, Lemon, these three players, they need to click, and they need to click now. You can't really let a team like Godlike have that lead, a big lead in the early stages of the game, but Prevail finally shut down as Karma finds that first frag for his team. They have the upper hand now, NS.
Yeah, they won't let them dominate, but yeah. They'll be
non-stop. All they need to do is install breaks and Godlike, which is going to be a little bit tough, but they've already done so. Oh, the back was exposed.
Okay.
A little bit of that slap. It's going to chip the player down.
All right.
For Godlike still, they've already found the entrance towards the site. And it's crazy the fact that Trunk was able to walk in so deep. He's already found the backside control. He's already moving in towards the spawners wall. And he's wrapped up. Johnny, this is where Godlike, they once again find the big advantage. Oh, the man was spotted for some reason. Cosmo did not take any shots. I don't understand, why did Cosmo not go for the shot? Cryptus Wall is now moving up close and personal, and Cryptus' position is unknown. Here comes the surprise, but still, Abyss was able to land that shot. How is that even possible? I thought for some reason that Abyss will be taken down with ease, but no, still somehow he was able to land that shot.
Why did he push in? Okay, he was trying to rotate to B, and he thought his opponents will be at B.
And as you mentioned, that was an impossible play, but he still finds that kill for his team. A big moment coming in. Gets taken out, but his teammates finish his job elsewhere on the map, finding 2 in return, 3-0.
You can't follow the pattern with Godlike. Just
big advantage now. Cosmo is going to be flushed out of the corner.
All gets one. Alright, Cosmo, you get another one.
They just run into it.
They're just running in here, right? That's kind of making non-stop easy
great as Lemon gets picked up, but Cosmo is still hiding inside of the side along with Karma. It's down to a 3v4 between the two sides, and as they have the man advantage to work with.
Oh, Johnny, the bomb is rotating towards B.
Alright.
Look at the man, he's all the way back in the spawn.
Yup.
I'm not even sure what the game plan is right now for Godlike, but they're taking it really slow. Taking their sweet little time to understand what the setups of Nonstop are going to look like.
You can hold them there?
Nonstop,
I don't know.
Really made it close, man. Man advantage in the hands of Nonstop. Props to be given to them. That's a good thing. Non-stop, unfortunately, with the round deficit. Now, that's going to be a little bit of that problem giver. But still, if Godlike is able to find the first entrance pick, that's going to break everything.
You kind of need to jump
but
in now.
You can already see the rotation as well being called from the side of Non-stop. That's great. I love this adaptation from Non-stop. If the same thing keeps on happening, then maybe they can have the advantage. But as I say so, Abyss was able to find that kill. Then Lure returns back with one more. Neutrino gets picked off eventually because Cosmo is right underneath the entire moment.
No, Abyss.
And if Cosmo is able to find another pick, maybe there's a big chance they can come out on top. But Abyss with the quick scopes, he seals the deal with both of them, and that's a nail in the coffin.
Man, that final kill on Cosmo was also insane. How is this man able to pull off these shots? First, unsuspecting in the round before this, still finds the frag, and now that jump shot. This is nasty play coming in from Abyss, but 4-0. Yeah, this has to be heartbreaking now.
And at this point in time, with the way Godlike is playing, we might just be sounding biased, but it's just Godlike dominating through. What can we even do as well? Non-stop is not even standing a chance. It's really tough to say that maybe Non-stop can do this and do that to come out on top, but at this point, no matter what they try to bring on the board, it's just getting countered, hard countered. And
that's so neat, right? The jump
once
in.
again, just hands out the insane amount of lead to Godlike once again. And look at the amount of off angles the players of Godlike are holding. Cosmo did not expect the man to be there.
Okay, Smitty got another one too. I thought he got some more.
Returning back onto Prevail, but that's all he's going to find for now. Smitty with the shotgun can really hand out the death blows and a beast. Oh, that's the salt on top of the wound.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't even know. It's not even about the angles anymore, just mechanically better. That is what the players of Godlike Esports are proving. And Abyss in particular, man, he's got an 8 kills so far. Trunks, he's matching the numbers. Everyone else is sitting at Learn on 2, Prevail on 3. Neutrino getting 4 frags for himself all this time. On the other side, NS, and the Crypt is yet to open up on the scoreboard. Godlike Esports just winning those duels, helping them win the rounds as well.
7-0 maybe.
Godlike, this is the last round.
See, now they're capable too. Right? I mean, initial matches, right? Oh, Karma with the panic.
Oh my God, Karma, hold on. That's Karma returning back.
They did not check the angle, dude. There are 2 people. See, they did not check the angle. It's Abyss for the 1v2.
I mean, once again on attack.
He has done this many times. Can he do it again? But
definitely struggling.
He has to worry about someone. Okay, he knows the location.
If Abyss is still alive in the game, he's going to be cooking the players in the front. And here we go. The first cook comes into play.
Bro, Abyss has played so many times in the international leagues, and this is not a big deal for it. Yeah, nice angle. But you know, when 2 people rush like that, I thought they would kind of check the other way. They did not do it.
But that player's wrapping up from the sidelines, and even Abyss moves all the way back. Is he looking to pull off a rotation towards the B side?
Look at the pressure on Karma. He's going against Abyss.
He does have a lot of time left as well. 40 seconds on the clock. He can easily pull off the rotation towards B and go for the plant, and that's what he's exactly doing.
He's running towards that B side, and Karma this time, though, following up. This rotation is going to be very quick. Abyss won't really have a lot of time to go for the reset.
Oh my God, he gets Abyss.
The aggression from,
that was nice timing.
From behind. Just the off timing. Karma managed
he saved the whole team by
for his
0-7. I mean, from 0-7.
First half. What a close call. Abyss almost clutching it out. And man, that shot on Smithy, that was insane once again. Just jumps, readjusts the crosshair right on his head. The bullet between his eyes.
Yeah, but Johnny, non-stop getting this 1 point, or maybe you can't say the 1 round. That's massive. And it's quite a great start as well for the second half, right? At least they got the momentum now. At least the wind is in their sails.
Yeah.
But Godlike Trunks on the side itself. Now he's really making it tough for the players of Non-stop to crack open that site. Eventually the site's cracked open. But look at the rotation from Godlike. It's pretty quick. Abyss is already there on
needs
the
to
top.
come from another angle. He will have his plan.
Find some value, then that's going to be up.
Okay, 1v3 for Abyss.
Create that off angle, but then he realizes he's overextending too much. And now the man's getting pushed up close and personal.
The bomb is planted?
Even with the sniper in close ranges is really tough to defeat. And once again, the man in the back gets spotted too. Abyss, he connects another shot. He pulls out the spear. He's looking to stab the man to death, and that's what exactly happens. Oh my god, the salt on top of the wound moments over and over again for Godlike. It's like they're playing with the players of Nonstop like a fiddle.
Yeah, you gotta, you don't peek. You don't peek when it's obvious.
He's not stopping or slowing down.
In your opponent team.
Godlike still dominating.
You just don't do that.
And Abiz in particular, look at that 14 frags on the board. He's been let loose. And this time just running up mid, Godlike. Aggressive as always. Abiz, he has prevailed to back him up, and they are going to try and see if they can pinch the players of Nonstop. Look at that. A deep position gained by Prevail. And as the players of Nonstop move towards that A side, they did not realize there's a big threat right behind them.
This time around, all the players of NS, they're stacked up together. And all the players together, maybe NS can stand a chance, but I guess they've overcooked. Yeah, they got cooked.
Damn,
it did not work out.
Bro, they don't give that kind of opportunity to Abiz.
But then they didn't really realize that at that point in time, when you are going to stand up all together, there's so many possibilities that these players of Godlike can come through with.
And that's exactly what happened, because they knew what would happen.
Took him down single-handedly.
2-0 and Godlike wins. I mean, yeah, there was a time when those players defeated Godlike in SND, but nah, not today.
Abiz came online, because as soon as that man got his hands
on that sniper, it was over. You know, the Godlike is kind of
landing some
wounded Godlike.
Inside of the game, and not just
they've been hurt a little, so
I think they didn't.
There's gonna be a lot of rage from both Team Godlike and Vitality.
Abiz right now.
Hands down, Abiz single-handedly was like a demon taking down the players of Nonstop. And for some reason, Nonstop was not able to find any reply. Still getting that one round against the players of Godlike. Now, that's a little bit of that marker, but just one single round.
Still have 2 more matches to go, guys.
And even for Godlike, they knew that the matchup is so easy. In the end, they also pulled out the spears to hand out the closure. Abiz was able to get one spear done. There was another melee that we saw in action. So yeah, it was way too easy for Godlike. Now, I do know I'm being a little bit biased over here, but hey, it is what it is, man. That's what the stats say.
Team Strike versus
yeah, I mean, it is what it is, exactly. I mean,
Feelings versus Strike is going to be awesome.
We are seeing the highlights right now, and we saw the performance put on board with the players of Godlike as well. Look at this. This should not have happened. He had no right to do that to Cosmo. And then what he did a few moments later to Smithy as well.
And the fact that NS, they were trying to bring in the variations too inside of the rounds. In every single round, it felt like NS was trying to bring in something new on the board, but still Godlike, for some reason, they were not getting caught with that. And Abiz, man, with his insane flicks, with his insane shots that we saw, the reaction time on the Abiz is crazy.
Yeah.
This man is so quick with the quick scope as well, and he does not miss those shots. That's the crazy part.
And then he does this if he does not end up getting that one shot, one kill against anyone. And as you mentioned, the last round, they just got cooked in the last round, just getting spammed.
The last round was just
again
nothing.
Like choke point,
just always getting those free kills
on our screens. And while the players of Nonstop was struggling to find those kills, Abiz 18 frags secured inside of this game. Just 2 deaths as well, by the way. Died twice.
Nonstop in that last round, they thought that maybe they're coming up with something new, they're coming up with something unique. They wanted to surprise the players of Godlike by all 5 players jumping on towards the side at the same time. But a little bit of that miscommunication happened. You saw just one player moving out. He got picked off instantly by Abiz, and then all the remaining 4 players were in the back lines, and then later on it was just a vacuum in that one single room. Abiz was able to rack up those kills even from the back lines. The players are wrapping up. So for Godlike, it was quite an easy taste of victory. And this is something we all saw coming as well. In Hardpoint, maybe off the rip initially, NS was doing a good job keeping the players of Godlike on their toes, but man, later on, Godlike, once again, you mentioned this during the cast as well, right? The warm-up is done, Godlike is back.
Yeah, the warm-up was done. I think they just warmed up in the first half of Hardpoint, and after that, they were like, all right, guys, let's get serious for a second, and then just went on to destroy NS. But again, I mean, NS will have more opportunities as long as they stick around in the top 3 or in a decent position on the
yeah, they're kind of in the top 5 teams of India, I think, NS right now.
The challenge season is to make it to the challenge finals, to put up a tough fight for that trophy on that LAN finale. And as long as you're able to pull that off, I think everyone's going to be happy. So with a loss like this, I think it's time to reset, focus back on the fundamentals, and build up a game plan on how do you plan to qualify after this loss has been secured on the board. But then again, matches for Group B, at least for today, are over, and the next matches we are going to witness are going to be from the teams of Group A, where we will have Team Feline stepping up on the board against Team Strike. Now, that is also another interesting game, but I'm expecting that to be a close one. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, and then Team Strike is also going to face off against Accelerate in their last game. Do you expect that to be a close one?
Oh, no. I think that's going to be a quick one.
What?
Yeah, but honestly,
yeah,
speaking,
they're
like
really the new team, right?
Up that high,
I'm
especially
Strike
for the matchup between Godlike and Accelerate, which I don't know if it's going to be happening in the future. But
there's a lot of difference between
now it's time for us to take a little breather after that
gap between Team Felines
the Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to
and Team Strike, and they're almost near to each other, but Accelerate is on a different level, and I think they still hold the same lineup, right? I mean, if I remember, the lineup was Extinct, Ghost, G-Shot, Rebel, and Vegas. We have like 4 minutes left, and Spartan Sarsha, bro, welcome to the stream. Hello, Asthra, bro, nice to meet you again. Same here, buddy. Nice to meet you. Good evening. How are you doing? How are things going? And what do we have here? Yeah, we are looking at this, so we need to see what's happening here. Godlike matches have not been updated yet. They'll be updated, and it's Godlike who got the win. Here it's Felines going against Strike, and Accelerate going against Strike 2 and Strike as well. So that's one thing. Not playing today. Yeah, not playing today, bro. We are looking at these matches. So we'll be watching the whole thing, right? I mean, it's CODM Esports happening, and I cannot be playing my own game, right? You just need to watch and enjoy the competitive scenes. So yeah, how was your day, brother? I think day 3 is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Oh wait, October 26th. Oh, it's October here. We have a new month, October. That's crazy. So on 26th and 27th, we have the 2 days are gonna be wild. It's best of 3, right? It's still gonna be best of 3. And it's gonna be good. We'll be looking at Anthem. It's Anthem. Yup, Anthems are coming in. They don't have any match today. Day 1 on 11, they had a match. We couldn't be a part of it because we were in Ranatantra. So on 26th, it's gonna be wild. It's Anthems and G5. Wait, I know G5. I guess G5, Galaxia 5. Oh yeah. I looked at them. G5, I have not seen them play, and it's Strike again. Strike, they being consistent with these tournaments, I think they will pop off at some point of time. Non-stop, they have a consistent lineup. I'm not consistent lineup, but yeah, consistent players. Accelerate. We are looking at some good Call of Duty Mobile for the next year, guys. That's for sure. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of improvements, and I think if these teams can get the right coaches and right analysts, it's gonna be crazy. T2P, time to pound, is crazy. Yeah, non-stop and time to pound. Time to pound is basically, wait, we just noted that down. Time to pound. Time to pound is basically, okay, the old Revenant, and team non-stop is, I think this Cosmo and Encrypt, Smeety, Karma, Limon. This non-stop lineup. I remember this lineup. It's maybe Team Bro. I don't remember exactly what whose lineup it was, but yeah, I have forgotten those things. But yeah, I hope they don't keep changing their lineups and team names or whatever it is. They just represent the same thing. That's gonna be so good. They're gonna have a proper history, right? Yep. That's that. It's gonna be crazy. 26th and 27th are gonna be juiced up. So, yep. Is ESL casting here like ESL? ESL India is it a thing on Twitch? Yeah, it is. Why are they not streaming? Why they not streaming? Why is ESL India not streaming Call of Duty Mobile? Well, I'm doing it for them. Right? So yeah, what are we looking at? This chat. All right. A lot of saturation, I guess. The jaw when he goes with the English, it's just like it's just it's also like and we need to have kind of the same. All right, we're gonna be live soon. They're gonna finish these matches, guys. It's actually pretty cool. They're not wasting a lot of time. Yep. Let me just check my phone for some. I had ordered some stuff from Amazon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Arriving on 21. Oh, wait, this is October, right? Why is it? Why is all the products arriving on 21? The casters are back and not playing today. Yeah, not playing today, bro. We're not playing. We are gonna sit through this. We are gonna look at all the matches that's gonna happen. That's the coolest thing that I can do for today, for Sunday. What else can we do here? Sunday. The weekend. Okay, yep. Come on, let's see some competitive scenes of Indian CODM community. Indian CODM Esports. We just finished godlike match and now we'll be looking at Sunday is just for chilling, bro. Yeah, that's why you're chilling. And it's a treat to be watching a CODM tournament. So neat. Everything's lined up. And they're gonna start off with the team soon, and we'll be writing down the team. I mean, lineups of both.
And as you mentioned, Strike, yes, that win against Fate was there, but
the new lineup.
NVT was the team that was able to beat them in the in round 2 of that lower bracket run. So again, Strike, I think after that there was a little bit of a reset. We did not get to see the team in action again. They did get promoted towards the challenge season, but it's not going to be easy, especially going up against a team like Feline as well. I think on paper Feline takes it, but it might just not be a clear 2-1 win. It might be not a clear 2-0 win. It might be a 2-1. And if Strike have made a few improvements, a few adjustments, they will have an opportunity to steal the win away from the players of Team Feline. But I think Feline, just eyes on the prize, do what godlike does, just focus on yourself, and I think they can comfortably secure the win today.
Honestly speaking, too, the last time when we saw Team Strike face off against Team Fate, it felt like Team Strike wasn't really fully tested to the mark. Team Fate, they were looking pretty lost in the matchup that they played against Team Strike. Sometimes the Fate players are almost staring at the walls for some reason. I don't even know what was going on with the players, but they were looking pretty lost. But now as Team Strike, they move on against Team Felines. This is going to be the real test, and this is going to be the test of their skills too. 2. Let's move on towards the leaderboards for now, considering one group is done and dusted for the day, and Group B's leaderboards are on the screen. Godlike, they played the first ever game today itself, and that was also their last game for today, so they got that victory, so you see that 1 point on the board.
Why is it the last game? Like,
there after the
how are these things
to
set up?
Start, but I feel bad for 5 AM Necro. I don't think they're going to be able to make it through. Sitting at 0 wins, 3 losses already. I think the journey might already be over. So moving forward,
5 AM didn't win, right?
Just play
they did win once.
Yeah, I mean for 5 AM, didn't they win again? Didn't they win the
this
matchup?
Think so. Yeah,
I think so. The leaderboards are a little bit. Yeah, something's going wrong with.
Krishna bro, hi bhaiya, खाना खा के आ गया. Oh, nice so.
Follow the social.
Nice,
yeah, follow the social.
What is the special for dinner today?
The updated leaderboards. 5 AM won their matchup, and Panda Express, they lost their matchup. So yes, that was quite an interesting matchup too. If you guys missed that out, well, go back on the stream and watch that, because that was one of the most epic matchups so far. But Feline's roster's on the screen. Dope and Peace, Antivirus, Fallen, Warlord, Luigi. We've seen all the players.
Luigi, where is Luigi? Dope, Antivirus. Fallen, Warlord, and VG. VG is Luigi?
In the past as well. Yesterday, day before yesterday itself, Felines, they faced off against Anthem. Yes, the outcome was a 2-0 fashion.
I missed Gordon match, just recapped and watched Shabiz was crazy. Yo, yup.
Yeah, it is a redemption arc, especially, I mean, for Dope and Peace, the man, the myth, the legend. He needs to go big. We have seen him in action.
Especially the last 3 matches, he just popped up like anything.
But this time around, let's see how it all turns.
Currently, they do a big upset. And we of course all love to see a comeback story. We of course all love to see an underdog story. And speaking of Team Strike itself, so let's move on and have a look at their roster too. We have seen Team Strike play in the open finals. They were there in the lower brackets. They were struggling definitely, but when they faced off against Team Fate, it was a complete one-sided affair in the favor of Team Strike. You've got Levi, Vibe, Lament, even Nats right there, and then you've also got Ray.
Okay, Narzi.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I mean, we have seen Rihanna
in the favor of Team Strike. You've got Levi, Vibe, Lament, even Nats right there, and then you've also got Raid.
Side of
yes. भैया मुझे XD और आप जुदवा भाई लगते हो
the maps that we have
Dave
seen
XD और
so
Dave
far
XD अरे bro
as well, as we kept talking about that first series where they did go up against the side of it was
Godlake's match is done for today. I mean, I don't know why it's only one match. I don't know the whole structure, how it works. But yeah, the next match is gonna be the next. I mean, it's gonna be on 26th and 27th.
So this is a team that is not really afraid in experimenting or just trying out
10 more matches
what
to
they
go.
feel like. So I think that can be a little bit of a game changer for the side of Feline, who are very sound tactically, but can be kind of stuck in their way. But let's see the map veto. I think that is going to be very fun as well.
I mean, one thing we have noticed clearly, and that is going to be the pattern of the maps being picked by these guys, right? In the challenge season, it's been a little bit different compared to the open finals. But we're going to see Hackney Yard this time around in Hardpoint, and then we're going to move on towards Firing Range, and once again, it's going to be the classic pick for Control as well. But Hackney Yard, now this is going to be an interesting pick for Hardpoint. It's definitely an off pick from Felines, and I would like to see what they've got in store for us.
Man, this is an off pick for everyone. No one has played this map once.
Hackney Yard, yeah. That's true. No one actually picks it. I don't know why.
We're gonna see Hackney Yard, and this map is like, I don't like this map, to be honest. I
don't like this map.
It gets too chaotic. On a few hardpoints, there's just like straight lines of fire towards the spawns as well.
So much building than the games that we play, because the pros are playing now.
Let's see how it turns out. Also,
upcoming match will be good too. Yeah, this will be good. We'll see.
Yes,
how
exactly.
Really are. I mean, we know the old Felines,
from the side of
but it's the new Felines now. Dope, Antivirus, Fallen, Warlord, and
just want to bring something new on the mix, considering they know they're facing off against Team Strike, and they're pretty confident.
And Team Strike, if it's the same lineup,
but nothing taken away from
I don't think Vibe is the same guy. Strike Alpha.
Out there.
So I don't know whether it's the same lineup.
Who's Strike Alpha? Layouts too. So let's see this time around how the adaptation could look like from both the sides. Team Strike, they do start off with a little bit of that advantage. They have gotten the hard point control, and that's a great thing. But Felines, they instantly snatch it back.
No one picks Acne because of weird spawn.
Here they come, the players of Team Feline.
Yeah, I mean, the first two spawns are actually pretty clear. Then it starts when this third hard point.
You can challenge it.
Third hard point is literally weird.
Or just commit every single
That's such a small area.
But defending it becomes another problem.
Yeah,
but
Team Strike.
Let's see, Feline in complete control, and Strike is just struggling to find those angles to engage against the players of Feline.
Felines are like gangsters, all the players just moving in tandem, all the players are working together, and they're looking at all the choke points one at a time, and somehow it's actually working out as well for Felines, so you might as well do the same thing. For Felines, even the last time when they faced off against Anthem, they looked pretty good. They were in a pretty good form.
They are in for the next one?
Again, that form
Okay, yeah.
They're
going for the early rotation here.
To get the final few moments of that hard point in their hands,
oh my god, Felines, 45
points isn't really going to hold a lot of that
value. Bro, welcome to the ranked sponsor weird because no one focused. Oh, yeah.
Already pretty proactive, considering they've got the control in their hands.
Well, they have the control and they're running away with
welcome
it.
To the stream, bro.
They do take control of the next hard point for a few seconds. Rihanna
Alright,
finds the
Team
shutdown.
Strike finally.
And Fallen has fallen indeed,
did they just
Feline, what are they gonna do to bounce back? Fallen and
slack off in the beginning and now they strike back? Is it something like that, or is it the strength of Team Strike?
And now
I think they have made some changes now.
The hard point goes away, and now
yeah, Felines are back in. They're good.
Driving seat for the next 30 seconds.
By the way, this is the first time I'm looking at this new lineup of Felines play.
The boys once again
I think they really found some
they do take a couple of initial
underdog.
seconds to try and set themselves up for success on the upcoming hard point, but as soon as they do find the traits on the positive side of the spectrum,
offense, I don't like this. Why? Did you like the old one better? Yeah, we do love the old team, by the way.
A few more players up on the sky. He does spot out
the whole lineup, but yeah,
it's going to pop up pretty soon. And you can already see the players of Team Strike stacking up towards that same hard point.
Well, let's see though. Ooh, Illusion. That was a quick kill. 81 to 24. Feline still not looking to slow down. I think even with these operator skills coming
I don't know why they don't. Why don't they put name tags, dude?
They need to find those multi-frags.
Why don't they do that?
A little bit of momentum to try and recover, but struggling to find those single frags as well at this point.
Bro, this team lost a match to Galaxia team, and then they started complaining that Galaxia is using. Whoa, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was not. This is the first time actually following it completely. Otherwise, I used to come here and leave.
Such a major lead, but Strike finally they do get the hard point control for a few seconds, but instantly get snatched back by the players of Felines. And here's the problem: even if you do get the hard point control for a little bit of time, where's the team backup? There's no backup available. The cavalry isn't there exactly on the point.
Well, let's see though. As I mentioned, cavalry isn't there. 100 points already crossed by the side of Feline. Oh no, that's an open position, and VG just circles around them, finds the first from the window, circles around, finds the second, switches over to the pistol.
That's
the
neat,
third
man.
kill in a row,
look at that.
He's still alive, looking for more, hungry for blood. VG not slowing down.
Feline, they're kind of dominating here. Look at this one guy.
This gets Feline so much control and so much pressure on the players of Team Strike now.
And bro, if you lose, you can improve, but who cries?
This really makes me worried for the players of Team Strike. If they're getting ruled out by the players of Felines in such a one-sided fashion, what happens when they face off?
But yeah, they're kind of showing their improvement here.
Man, Felines, right now, they're just dominating the entire playgrounds against Team Strike. No matter what Team Strike tries to bring on the board, even YB pulled out the War Machine, but even that was not able to find enough value. And now Rion's able to pull out the Annihilator.
Team even sent according to ESL admins, but still they are complaining. Wow. But we have many matches to follow up, right? We'll see the.
Maybe make that 50 points on the board.
They can prove who they are.
They have established such a big lead on the point
table. It's not the end, right?
Yeah, there's a big advantage for them. Ooh, could have been a multi-kill over there. Levi somehow finds a frag, can be traded out. But Feline, as you mentioned, the big advantage, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Hardpoint and lockdown, they are moving for the next one. The players of Team Strike get their hands, or in fact get there first, but there's a man in their tracks already on way to stop them. It's Illusion. Finds a frag, instant trade out. There's no way Feline are going to slow down from here on out, man. They have everything they could want to go for those retakes, or in fact shut down the players of Team Strike before
they're loaded up. I mean, yeah, two players are loaded up with the operator skills.
Hold on, Johnny. Maybe Team Strike can still be stopped. You did see in the kill feed too, Team Strike was getting a lot of kills on the board, but eventually,
they're onto them. Oh my god!
Getting back in the groove and stopping the players of Team Strike on track. Even Luigi pulls out the Annihilator and he's able to rack up a few more kills. Even Illusion invests
they spent it all
with that War Machine.
No, dope
now for
still,
Felines, once again, they get the hard point control back in their hands. These Ps are really looking pretty good. Especially
they still made it kind of, they did not let...
now looking at the scoreboard too, Felines, they've already stacked up too much of a bigger lead.
Right.
If the players of Team Strike do want to snatch away the next point, they need to completely control it. Yes,
I think they nearly got like 40 points out of this Team Strike. Not 40,
just those 20 seconds are not going to cut it.
Alright, it's Team Strike, it was
they need to rule an entire point
more
just
over there.
to get an equalizer on the board.
Now back to P1.
Let's see though. 168,
Strike,
86,
comes
as you
in.
mentioned, they are starting to build up momentum slowly and steadily, but as soon as the multi-kill come in from the side of Team Feline, Strike is going to be shut down.
Illusion
and this is again
was part of Galaxy team, now he joined Feline. Illusion.
Intense. Feline, they have control on the outside as well, which makes things worse from the side of Strike if they try and go.
Was there a former name of Team Galaxy?
Away from the side of Feline, and Feline, it seems like Necro are starting to choke, but the difference is still big, so Strike, they have a lot of catching up to do.
They indeed do. 100 points on the board, and maybe Felines, they can be still taken down. There's big hope for the side of Team Strike. But Felines, if they keep on moving in tandem, if they do showcase some team play, maybe Team Strike can be struck down. But Team Strike, they've already got the next hard point on the big lockdown. And if Team Strike play the same way, if they do play pretty unit, maybe there's a big chance Felines, they are going to miss out on this hard point. And Team Strike, they have completely got control of this entire point. But Felines, they're already being pretty proactive. They do want to play for the next hard point. That's going to be popping up soon on the screens.
Well, let's see though. Feline, just a few steps away
they are
from
coming
closing
up.
out this match, but Strike, they've almost
But yeah, they have the next point too.
Finds a little bit of a
they have the next hard point too.
But is that gonna be enough?
He'll be found out. I'm Jiraiya.
So they need to keep the pressure up, and slowly and steadily they are almost at the 200-point marker. But Team Strike, look at them, they're waiting on the outside, waiting for those kills, waiting to move in, but they are being shut down. A 2K coming in for Ouija, and this could be a big one as well. He needs to survive for a few extra seconds. Team Feline still in the driving seat, 30 seconds remain on this hard point, but Levi moves in, and there's the snatch and grab. Levi is going to be shut down, but he does buy his team enough time to build up a little bit of pressure on the players of Team Feline, but it doesn't work out. 220, 221.
Did he just try to come in with the Annihilator?
Seconds left on this hard point.
Whoa, Team Feline are kind of...
Strike, they might have just choked big.
Yeah, they might have just choked big.
They're good. We need to look at SND how
right now, still 5 more seconds left on the
goes on. I mean,
hard point. Felines, they would
Team Strike, man, they're better than the average. I mean, even the last lineup, they were better than the average.
They do not really need a lot of points in the first place to
once they come in here, they kind of lose it.
Even when you try and look at the duels as well, with the way they're playing those duels, it does feel like Team Strike does not even stand a chance, because Team Strike, they're getting completely ruled out inside of the kill feed itself. You can look at the kill feed, and it's Team Feline all across the board. 241 points already. You can't say that even the mental edge is now with the players of Team Feline. As Team Strike, they're constantly trying their best to strike down the players of Feline, but it's still looking pretty next to impossible. Here comes the heavy investments even from Illusion, and for Team Feline,
there's only one. Okay, he gets that guy too.
This is going to be the exact moment they were looking for. They have gotten the hard point control
as well. There's a Purifier, Jiraiya. Okay,
even the Purifier was pulled out. Every single investment was brought out by the side of Felines, considering they knew this is going to be the deal sealer.
Yeah, it's all over. Again, 250 points achieved by Team Feline, and as you mentioned, they knew it was a deal.
Yeah, we gotta wait for SND, man. SND is kind of a match where you kind of get the clear picture.
Almost had
I mean, because
underway.
Hardpoint is kind of an entry kind of thing. Damn, 37 for decision.
They were able to win those waves.
I did not do the whole thing. I knew that they were. I mean, there are 2 to 3 people who got 30.
While you try and speak of Felines, a lot of the times, Felines was
one of the guy, BD, he reached 69 today, and he was almost about to reach 70.
For hard point, and you can see the players of Strike. They were able to get the final scrappy moments from the hard point. Final maybe 10 to 6 seconds on each and every single hard point, but just those 10 to 6 seconds are really not going to matter. Maybe it can help you stay closer to the lead that the opponent's building, but it's still not close enough.
Yeah,
Team Strike has 2 matches today, so yeah. After this, they'll be going against Accelerate. Whoa.
And I think that's
Accelerate are on a different league.
Feline in the early stage, that was the only opportunity that Strike got, but they to capitalize on it. They had cut down the difference to, I believe, around 60 points, but after that, the next hard point, they just completely failed. And a big game coming in from Ouija, by the way, making a lot of important plays during those mid-game stages to bring his team back.
And here's the big problem, right? Now we're going to move on to our Search and Destroy. And we've already seen Felines face off against Team Anthem, one of the strongest teams in Search and Destroy. And Team Felines was actually able to make it quite a close call against Team Anthem as well. And for Team Strike, they have struggled on Search and Destroy in the past. So I do not really know what to expect from Strike, man. If they have done their research, maybe against the players of Team Felines, there's a big chance that he can make a close call as well. But still, winning against Felines on Search and Destroy, it seems next to impossible.
Well, let's see. I mean, Search and Destroy, it's going to be intense for sure. And Strike, well, aren't really able to strike back. Let's see, Feline. Opportunity for them to get themselves on the board now in terms of the overall leaderboard in their group. And again, Group A looking a little bit more competitive with Feline also stepping up like this today.
37 kills on the board from the top fragger Felines. And that's what you expect. Utter domination from them. Even Dope in Peace was able to do a lot, but considering he is Dope in Peace, he did not really need the top fragger
now in terms of the overall.
Oh. Yeah, 37. Okay, you're the only guy who reached 37, 30. I thought I kind of okay. They were almost there. There has been a lot of
from the side of Team Strike
currently. Really,
I mean, it was an interesting.
Okay, I was not following this one because we were stuck in
these two sides. It's sort of
the World Champ scene.
Anything can happen, as you mentioned. I mean,
especially I don't know why they scheduled it like that. The last match,
quite decent, but on
it was right on the day of World Champ.
And after I
think the qualifiers, I don't know why they did that.
Been delivered by the side of Godlike. I want to see what these teams are going to be up to.
And as I mentioned too a while ago, right? Felines, they have given quite a tough call to Team Anthem. And in my opinion, Team Anthem is one of the best teams you can have for Search and Destroy. And if Felines was able to give a tough call to Team Anthem, there's a big chance they might just roll through against the players of Team Strike. Still, these are speculations, by the way. Nothing is really confirmed because we can't really read the future. We do not know what the future holds. But on paper, Felines is supposed to be much more stronger compared to the players of Team Strike because everything really comes on to play over here, right?
Yeah.
Dope in Peace and all the boys.
Yeah, I also did not watch the matches, but I got to know from.
These guys are
okay.
veterans. While you try
I don't know.
to Team Strike, you can't say Team Strike is an underdog. So still for Team Strike, it is going to be a learning curve.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be a learning curve, but I think all of this experience can help them in the future, maybe in the next few tournaments that they play.
In my circle, I'm kind of the only one watching this, along with
what's like to be against these teams in the lobby, and of course by observing all of the other teams and what they are up to as well. And again, but let's see, I mean, this is going to be an intense one for sure, no matter what happens. Firing range on our screens, and we all know the next one. It is ready. Search and Destroy.
Nice.
Strike and Team Feline.
That's crazy, bro.
One of the most classic maps
that
this entire competitive pool has to offer, Johnny, and that's where these two teams are going to be facing
then I think you will kind of have a lot of insights on these things.
We are going to move on towards firing range.
Alright, Team Strike on the attack. I mean, defender side, yep. There's a hard day, right? There's gonna be a fight at the trailer. Alpha takes the double, but gets traded off too.
It's gonna be the players of Team Strike, but even Dope in Peace is there. He's there to reply back in quite a great fashion. And now situation's taken down to a 3-on-3. Illusion, Luigi, and Dope in Peace in action.
Right.
Dope in Peace, he replies back onto a kill towards the players of Team Strike, and now Team Strike are taken down with just a two-man squad. Strike and defense, they're definitely
he just might find one.
They are definitely struggling right now. Vibe is trying to jump peek around the edge over there. Levi and Vibe all that remain.
I was yawning and
out, in fact.
Yawn got cancelled. Whoa, Vibe gets on, dude.
I wanted to say it was going to be an easy round for Feline, but Vibe with that frag on Illusion.
They're gonna be in trouble.
Oh
my god,
that
was clean. That was clean.
Now it is completely in the favor of Team Feline.
He'll get this, I guess.
Oh no. He's standing in the corner again with the shotgun. What is this man up to?
See, this is what separates
Dope in Peace. He is one of those players that likes to play with the shotgun.
Regional players from the top.
Yeah, Dope in Peace
Godlike Vitality and all the Chinese and Philippines
round.
or
you can't really forget, especially when the
any team. Their gunpower is fab. Like they will get this kind of kills.
He's such an impactful player for
Team
Feline.
Which team?
He's the one to bring the momentum back every single time when his team loses that. So Dope in Peace, one thing is for sure, this man's got a strong mindset.
Man, the players of Feline are not slowing down. They are running into utility and just going to secure those kills for themselves. And look at this. Blink it and you miss it. Down to a 1v2 already.
Levy.
The bomb is going to be planted towards that A side. Dope in Peace spotting.
The only guy left?
gathering intel of Levi's position and knows where he is,
I think
where
they
this
might
LMG
dominate
is.
this one too, because as
Levi's been spotted out as well.
they kind of give a hard time for
Team
Anthem. Anthem is supposed to be one of the best right now. Okay.
Look at this,
So,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just the second round, and Doping Piece has already got 6 kills. That's insane.
It is.
He's the only man carrying his team on the back so far. And then Danger's got 1 and Luigi's got 2. That's it. Doping Piece is holding such an off angle as well.
Oh.
He's looking to catch Levi off guard, and what was that? I'm not sure what Levi was trying to do there.
Let's just see that again. He revered and he did not come back.
Such an off angle as well.
Look at that. Oh no, there is no time to come back.
Brilliant off angle, and he knew exactly how far Levi could check.
You could have used it, by the way,
is
recently
in
a tournament with or
you see
ripped
from the
apart.
players of Team Feline right now. Look at this. That was the most important thing over there. He knew exactly how far Levi could go. And then Levi just assumed he was going to be on the other side. But look at this. Once again, off to a great start. The players of Team Feline finding that first frag.
7 eliminations already from Doping Piece. And it's this 3rd round, by the way. And in both the rounds, Team Felines, they almost choked up. And Doping Piece, he saved the day. This is what I'm talking about. Doping Piece being the main man, he does not need to perform every single time, but he just needs to be impactful. He needs to keep his teammates' mental in check, and he's doing that perfectly. While Team Strike, they're really starting to face the reality here. They're struggling way too much on the board. Getting 0 rounds on the board so far, while Felines, they've already found 2. And now for Felines, they've also switched up the pace pretty quick.
They are playing it like
ranked now.
And that's how it looks like, right? Yeah, I too felt like that, but
can't really resist the urge to
the fact that we kind of see a lot of international matches,
pressure relief,
especially in Call of Duty, right? When we see matches like this, it kind of
one
feels
after
like
the other. They just draw his attention away from each other. Feline getting quite cheeky over there, but the numbers equalize.
That was kind of bad, though. The spray. But yeah, those heavy guns, you know, once you start spamming on the spray, you kind of can't handle the aim.
Now. 20 seconds left, though. They are going to have to get there and just go for the plant.
And it feels like
that's what I feel like. You know, these guys are good.
They've already moved in towards
right, both teams. Like, these are just like top 10 in India.
That the boys are going to get the plant down.
Obviously, they're good.
You can see them moving.
The only reason is because we look at a lot of the ultimate gameplay of CODM in the competitive scenes, in world champs and all. And when you look at matches like this, you know, it kind of feels off.
Utilities being tossed out.
And there's just so much distance between.
Angle, but I really love the angle of illusion. But unfortunately, the man loses patience.
That's another
as
trade.
He peeks out, he is able to get the first pick, but an instant trade is there on the board.
The Fennec won't help him.
He takes down illusion return. Now the situation's taken down over
12 seconds left.
Luigi with the sniper, Rian with the SMG. As long as Luigi maintains his distance, that's going to secure the victory to his team. But Luigi misses the first shot, and now the sniper battle. It's taken up close, but still Luigi, he connects the crucial shot.
Man, this was amazing. A close round.
If you want to become a good team, currently follow China, SND, and elevate response. Yeah, I agree.
He's controlling the momentum of this game. Not really allowing
you can keep killing elevate players.
Breathe for a second.
But they will keep on coming on the objective and they don't care, dude. They don't even, sometimes they're not even in the early rotation, they just strike back.
Now just distracted
and I've seen this Yopi guy, he kind of sits in a position, he waits for his opponent to come in and he just strikes. And once he strikes, he goes for another 2-2. He done that, I mean, he did that in control, he did that in hardpoint so many times. Kashyap bro, welcome to the stream. Datta bhaiyo.
Realizes that okay,
Hegidira bro. Manoj bro, welcome to the stream. Hegidira.
And that's what happened in the previous round too. His teammates.
I'm watching CODM. We're watching one of the best CODM.
Did the heavy lifting early on.
Or I'll use the NA for you. Yeah.
Around and now it's Luigi and Illusion left to try and clutch it out. A 2-on-2 situation. Levi and Vibe.
Elevate is crazy. I think soon we'll be able to learn. We actually need to learn something from Elevate on SND too. I mean, all the SNDs that they won, right? Being
the LMGs, they're really starting to hit back.
That was not SND was not their minus, but yeah, when it comes compared to their response, SND they were kind of back foot in SND, and they still managed to win some SND.
Especially in the hands of Levi.
look at all those matches, you know, like a team which has some disadvantage, winning
with that LMG, the sniper on the A side,
right?
the hands of Vibe needs to come online as
winning
well.
Some matches in the same league. That's what we
dropped extremely low with that util, and
Aramu
then this 2 players sliding in his face.
bro.
That is just brutal, man.
Manoj bro, welcome. Coffee tea, bro. Name the water time, bro.
Eventually, that burst is now being stopped. The elimination still.
Competitive currently is pretty good. They have put limitations on gun.
Because for the past 2 rounds,
we kind of crawled through the whole ban list
now starting to lose the momentum that they
and the whole rules of competitive, the WC rules, right?
All on the back of Dope and Pieces.
I think for the past 1 week, I used to crawl through that thing, preparing everything.
That was crazy. Dope and Piece. He needs to eliminate a few players once again, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I saw all those bans and the rules of
holds that corner.
SMG usage, heavy usage, and all those things. Later.
This is where Feline should bum rush towards the site.
Okay.
All the players gather up, move on towards one single site, and catch the players off guard. That's going to be the best possible outcome Felines can ask for. And that's what they're exactly doing, Johnny.
Yeah, all of a sudden, though, that earlier confidence, all of that early aggression.
Okay, they can't see it.
And the slow pace is what I believe is allowing.
Strike is coming back up now.
Nate goes out towards that B side, and it seems like a decision has been made by Team Feline to see and check the pressure and check the presence towards B. Levi goes down. This is a big kill for them. There's one more man hiding in the corner, and Feline, they find the advantage for themselves.
Illusion!
The frag, and Illusion gets that kill. It's just one last man remaining. Wipe against 4 from the side of Feline, and Wipe has been spotted out. Dope and Peace with that final kill for his team. 4-2 at the end of the first half.
I'm telling you, man, when Dope and Peace pops off, his entire team does good.
Yeah.
9 eliminations on the board for Dope and Peace, and with that, we're also going to reach the first half of the game. Decides to now flipped. Team Feline's on defense, and Team Strike on attack. And Strike on the run towards the B side off the rip. I like this aggression, but is it really going to pay off? That's the question. What just happened? Riyadh, he eliminated himself from this round. Something happened with Riyadh.
Why did he have to do that? Okay.
Oh, man.
Yup.
Not looking good. 3 players left now.
There's one still in the spawn. Why?
Difficult for them to break it through.
Okay, no. It's
especially Jiraiya watching from the side of Team Feline, fallen in the front.
Is it needed? Oh, yeah. Then
flank.
Oh, nice.
And then you have Weezy to deal with as well, but Wipe shuts down Danger. There's one more man waiting for him on towards that B side. And Dope in Peace, though, this time he's back with the shotgun, the R9 in his hands.
The moment
it suits him too,
Wipe gets taken down.
He's pretty dope with that shotgun. Yeah. Just slides onto the opponent's face, gets those easy eliminations.
1 minute
then
left.
Instantly just backs away.
No, you can't wallbang from that side, but you can from the opposite side. Makes no sense.
With this revolver.
He's going with the pistol. Oh my god, it's a 1v1 now.
Levi, he lights 2 players up back to back.
But he should not let him.
Exactly what to expect from Dope in Peace as well. What a big throw this was from Felines. They messed up big time.
Yeah, it was, man. They had the upper hand in the round for so long, and towards the end, they just let it slip. And Team Strike, I think these are the opportunities that they can't really miss on. Again, this time they need that equalizer. If they can grab it on the attack side, I think Feline, we'll have to see how they answer back, but just an incredible game coming in from the players of Strike. But as I say that, BG finds the first frag, and it's going to be Dope in Peace traded out. One big player from the side of Feline taken out of the picture. The opportunity for the Team Strike to move in towards that A side. It's been left theirs for the taking as well. Feline waiting to play for the retake.
Felines are really starting to get overconfident. And they need to stop that. Complacency is something that can lead to
retake. Can they do it? Yup.
And if they are going to be super complacent over and over again in these rounds, they're going to lose out on them as well.
They'll be stuck in trailer now. Oh my god.
They've got the big man advantage. They can easily win this, but maybe not if they play like this.
Gunned here. Why did they not? Felines, they were in advantage, but now it's Levy. 22 seconds left.
Levi with the LMG in the back lines, and Levi's doing some
Alright. He needs to be shut down.
Personal, the LMG can't really do a lot.
It had to be done, otherwise it would have been difficult. Nice clutch, yup.
Oh man, this is getting more intense now. 5-2, 2 more rounds needed by the side of Feline to close this out.
The guy came in with the pistol. To kill Vibe, I mean.
And
they were punished. That's right.
Here and there,
Bro clutch to while he had a whole battle happening. Yeah, the gun is crazy. I don't know who had that idea of putting a battlefield on top of a gun.
Oh my God,
doesn't really connect this shot though.
So close though, man.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got the X-ray vision, but not the man. Slow and steady approach this time around from Team Strike, as they know being too quick sometimes can lead you to death. And that's what's been happening with the boys as well. And once again, Levi lights a few more skulls up. Illusion taken down as well.
Using his MG4 too.
What am I watching? This man with the LMG has been insane. Levi has got 12 eliminations so far.
Oh, Danger!
One with the most amount of eliminations on his team, but if Danger pops off
another
this
one.
way,
Yep.
then it's definitely going to be the Danger man.
He just turned everything. Levi had to put.
Within a flash, he brings the advantage.
I'm down 1 by 1, but now the rush attack.
Levi has just been so incredible from his team. Look at that, 14 kills secured by Levi, and he's still not giving up. But getting chased with that Fennec in his hand.
What was he doing? Oh, he was reloading. He had to reload the LMG.
That's the 6th round on the board for Team Feline. And I feel bad for Levi right now. That LMG is doing so much. Might be a light machine gun, but doing a lot of heavy lifting right now.
That LMG is insane. With the faster fire rate as well, it's really favoring Levi in these duels. And the sniper this time around is able to find the first kill, but Dope in Peace with the R9! He's able to line the players up. It's a stack of bodies inside of that trailer. And even another man towards the site, this time backed up with Levi and his LMG. Just needs to make sure that he's not being too complacent. He's not being too aggressive. Yeah, they've got each other's back.
Feelings are in their match point. Round. So yeah, they got up. They'll just right. Oh my God! Look at that! 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 Yeah, they need to punish, dude.
Oh my God, Luigi! He choked up big time, and that's gonna give the opening for the Pleasant Team Strike exactly needed. Luigi just threw the entire round away.
Dude. I think even towards the end, Dope in Peace as well slid out of that container, saw all of those players in front of him, tries to run back and gets killed. Man, what just happened? But hey, to be fair, they have the luxury of making these mistakes now. They still have a 2-round advantage to work with. Can they close out Search and Destroy?
They're just throwing some rounds, dude.
What did I just witness? I'm still not able to wrap my head around. What did I just see? Why did Luigi do that? I guess he wanted to pull off an extraordinary play, but that extraordinary really bit him in the back because nothing was pulled out after that. Dope in Peace. Yeah, nicely done with that pistol. Able to take that player down. And for Team Felines, it's like it's so easy. Maybe that's why they were just messing around. Maybe the players of Felines wanted to hand out some executions in the end and close things out.
They got this.
Oh man, I mean, maybe they did, but I think again, 2-0, the result as we expected, and Feline definitely quite strong, but hey man, they kept giving us jump scares every now and then, first on Hardpoint as well, losing out that momentum early game, and then on Search and Destroy.
We need this number of total wins that each team got.
But
that would be, I mean, it would be crazy.
Levi, first of all, from the side of Team Strike, he did really well. Dope and Peace, we knew for a fact that he was going to be amazing once it came down to Search and Destroy, but Luigi with those sniper shots, the man is just insane.
The standout player, it has to be Dope
from the side of Felines
and Levi from Strike. This man with the LMG was nuts.
I mean, Levi was the only reason why Team Strike were able to get those few rounds in their hands
because he was just able to light the players up
I swear if Strike had come back, Felines would have cried again.
You would instantly see the players of Team Strike rack up that round as well.
Well, let's see. I mean, it was an exciting game for sure, but as you mentioned, I mean, Levi, very important. Why did get a few important kills in, but definitely not enough impact, as much impact as Levi.
That's so cool, man.
Into those clutch moments.
We get one thing or the other things
from the best, unfortunately, always outnumbered. But look at this. This was an important round as well. It was taken away from the players of Team Strike.
We have accelerated. I mean, that's gonna be one-sided, bro. It's gonna be one-sided. Accelerate.
Just running up behind him.
You don't know how even, I mean, not just accelerate, the whole community is
hilarious.
Conversation about this too, right?
that confident on accelerate and NLU and all.
There was only one man who needed to be back to life, and that was Dope and Peace. As soon as Dope and Peace once again started to rack up those eliminations, we knew now it's going to be tough to stop Feline.
Levi got 16 kills. He was the LMG guy, right?
Out of that trailer, finding so many kills after
Danger.
Kills. And
I think Danger got
always the one to get his team's mental back in check.
3 kills in the last
always the one to motivate his team to play a little bit better. And once again, Dope and Peace does the same thing. Hardpoint as well was completely one-sided. You move on towards Search and Destroy. The story was the similar one.
Yeah, the story still remained the same on Search and Destroy. But let's see, I mean, still, it is going to be a long journey ahead of Feline. I mean, their journey of this challenge season did not have a great start. But after this win, I think even they are going to be motivated to move forward. I'm talking about that loss to Anthem day before.
Okay, these guys will,
but still, I mean,
make us wait
this is a tough matchup.
Long time. They will start. That's so good, that's so good.
Extremely strong, as you mentioned before the series, in that fight against Anthem, and now today, I think they're just the small little things they need to work
back
on.
After a break, actually,
and were able to secure an easy.
Just chill. What's my new video doing? There's no one. But it's alright. Let me just go through my content. Yep, next accelerator. Yeah, they're gonna win, but I need to see how they're gonna win. Yep. We'll just look at their rotations and how they. But the thing is, like, when you have a team which is kind of dominating on one side, you cannot see the whole extent of CODM. Like the whole rotation, like what Godlike did, they just eased up in the beginning, and then they started, not even trying to win, and they won. We won't see all the strategies, all the rotations that's gonna happen. They're gonna go wild. There's always one guy disliking my shots. Yep, next. Alpha to T1 है भूल गया था. They're talking a lot now.
Is definitely something that can be a little bit slacking, but For Accelerate, knowing the fact that their mechanics are completely on point, that's what they try to rely on. And every round of Team Strike, they do somehow rule out the players of Team Accelerate when it comes to the tactics. And even if they are feeling pretty better when it comes to the mechanics as well, there's a big chance they can definitely rule out the opponents. Just like what 5M did against Panda Express. When you achieve that flow state, when you know that you've got nothing to lose, and when you play like you pretty much have got a free mindset, that's when you can achieve that flow state. And that's what the players, maybe if the players over here as well, they do pull off, then there's a big chance we might just see an upset in Search and Destroy. We might see a complete 3-mapper.
No, I mean, let's see, man. Strike, it's going to be difficult, as you mentioned, I mean, get into that flow state. But when you have just taken a beating, it becomes very difficult to just focus on anything. You're just focused on that loss. And I think Strike, again, a team with a little less experience compared to the rest of the teams on the block. I think that is one of the big things about being in the competitive circuit. That is what it teaches you, to reset from those losses. And Strike, I think that is the lesson they are going to learn right now. But might as well have a look at the leaderboard for Group A before we jump into the action. There we have it, Accelerate 2-0. Undefeated as of now. Anthem right behind them, along with Felines, who have secured their first win just now a few moments ago.
Accelerate 0 losses. Accelerate is the only guy with 0 losses. Who beat
Strike
Anthem? I think Accelerate is the one who beat Anthem.
Against Accelerate in a few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is for sure, today's standout game was definitely Panda Express versus 5AM. 5AM pulling off such a major upset. We never saw that coming. 69 kills from that individual. That was nuts. We all thought that maybe he can't reach the 70 marker as well, but unfortunately his dreams were crushed. But it's completely fine, man. Keep this thing in mind. You've still got a few more known names to go up in the future. Before now, let's move on towards the squad roster.
Oh, they lost against Felines.
We have been looking at these players in the past as well play against their opponents, and Accelerate, they have been dominating.
They don't have much history. Why?
We've got Ghost, Extends,
Why don't we have, I think, Accelerate,
Vegas, and Warden. And now these guys are going to be facing off against Team Strike.
Well, let's see, though. I mean, we have seen them again and again. Always in incredible form this entire tournament. Ghost, Extinct, G-Shots, Vegas, Warden.
You just make sure it's the same lineup that I have. Ghost Racing, G-Shot, Revel, Vegas, this Warden, this new guy.
You mentioned them, I think, important players. G-Shots, the last time we saw him in action was just exceptional. Revel as well. I think if Revel shows up today, it's going to be interesting. Last time as well, just phenomenally consistent.
Is Warden the same Warden that I know?
He was, man. Revel is like the devil for Accelerate. Every single time.
Well, I mean, it is going to be interesting to see how things turn out, but I mean, I am just excited to see what the side of Accelerate is going to bring to the table today, because this is one of the most exceptional team inside of this entire Group A, right? You never know what the map veto is going to look like. You never know which players are going to show up. That switch up between Revel and Warden sometimes happens as well. And they, all right, so, as I said,
Summit, let's go. Finally, but Tanisha is still in S&D.
It's all about firepower, so Accelerate, just go ahead and pick Summit. Strike just to make things interesting, just to have a fighting chance, pick Tunisia. And Strike might win on Search and Destroy, but once it gets to control another firepower-focused map, I think Accelerate are just going to walk away with the win.
That's the exact point, right? For Accelerate, that's what they exactly need. They know if they do win the map of Hardpoint, it's pretty much done and dusted for the opponents, too. And yes, we are still speaking of the exceptional case, which is going to be pretty much maybe next to impossible, that if Accelerate do lose out on Search and Destroy, there's a big chance we might just move on towards Control. But as I mentioned, it might just not come through. There's a big chance that it might just through.
Yeah, I mean, big chance, but let's see. I mean, Summit, I have a very bad feeling about this Strike against Accelerate. Accelerate might just prove a little too strong, but here we go. We have Strike on blue, Accelerate on the yellow. It was time for the first hard point. This is where it all begins, right?
And you can't really forget that even the man, Levi himself, is in form as well for Team Strike.
What is that?
Especially that LMG holdout.
Bro, I want to see that again.
Begins, right?
And you can't really forget that even the man, Levi himself, is in form.
That is 360.
See him playing a complete different weapon. Vibe and Levi, if these two players pop off in Hardpoint, maybe there's a big chance Accelerate's lead can be compromised. But off the rip, it's the players of Accelerate just grinding through against the opponents. And if the players of Team Strike do jump on towards the site, they don't stand a chance anyways to win the duels. Even Warden's able to pop off in quite the great margin. The man's pulled out the shotgun, and his shotgun shots are definitely not missing. Warden's connecting every single shot he's taken. And even the second man is going to be right in front. Warden connects everything that he spots in front of his eyes.
What spawn do they have?
Accelerate, they've already established a decent amount of lead. 3-34, Team Strike is completely struck at just 3 points. And off the rip, this P1 is completely dominated by the players of Accelerate. For an instance, Team Strike was able to step their foot. But after that, Accelerate, they just ran through with the domination. These shotguns, they're really starting to count against the players
40 seconds already.
And even
40 points already, 42.
Man, he's able to get so much value
they're not even letting
Strike, they're definitely trying their best to get something done. They're definitely quite desperate
to get this hard point in their hands.
But Accelerate every single time, especially when it comes to that firepower, especially when it comes to getting those eliminations. You can see the kill feed is completely dominated by the players of Accelerate. A few more instances where Accelerate is making sure that the opponents don't even stand a chance to stand against them. Even G-Shots is able to pop off in quite a great margin. Even Vegas gets a nice 2-piece on the board, 57-5. And that's where Team Strike is now. Pretty much seems like for them to pull off the comeback. The chances are taken away even more. 63-5. Team Strike just stuck on a single digit. That's not looking too good. Team Strike, if they do want to have a chance to pull off the comeback, this needs to be the point where Team Strike snatches it away from the side of Accelerate. But Accelerate, they're already pretty quick. They've already got the hard point control in their hands. And soon enough, the next pawn as well is going to pop up. So now if Team Strike do want to stand a chance to make a comeback, this next hard point, it needs to be denied. It needs to be taken away from Accelerate. But still, for the chances to that to happen, it seems next to impossible, man. Team Strike, they're always getting ruled out, especially when it comes to the duels as well. And this one single man, Warden, with his pump shotgun, he's pretty much inevitable. He's striking down the players. Team Strike, left, right, center. Every single man from Accelerate, they're just doing much better. If you try and compare the players to Team Strike, they're in form, they're doing much better. Accelerate, they seem much more in sync as a team as well.
Yeah, man, no slowing down Accelerate right now. Strike, the struggles are going to continue. But Vegas, he's going to get shut down. Rion, he's trying his level best, looking for the third kill, finds it as well. If he can get this shut down, then maybe Strike will have an opportunity to strike back. But I'm not getting
I was just lost in the thoughts.
From the backline,
I don't know.
Vegas time,
I mean,
Rion is going to be shut down by Vegas.
Team Strike, what are the... Okay, now let's see how they take this spawn back from Team Strike, alright? I think they already spawned there. They got a split spawn. Okay, not a good scene for Team Strike now.
Like Johnny, Accelerate, they've already got such a massive lead, 112-12.
Yeah.
Team Strike is not even close in that score.
Oh, they still have the spawn, but no.
The same thing keeps on happening. We pretty much
just can't come in. They have the spawn, but no.
They are going to have a final shot. They make it super close by getting this hard point in their hands, and they do actually get it for a few seconds, but soon enough, it's going to be snatched away once again by the players of Accelerate. They're so quick to make it towards the hard point. Every single time, if the hard point is snatched away for a few seconds, Accelerate, they instantly close on up, and they once again start to light a few things up. And soon enough, even the operator skills are going to be on board for Accelerate, so that's going to be even a major issue.
Yeah, it's just going to make things worse for the players of Strike moving forward inside this game. And look at this. They have control of this hard point for so long. Rion does find a shutdown, but the
I mean, the spawn is not that bad. Alright.
They're denying the entry.
But still, they're not able to win the gunfight. Feel bad for But I think, you know,
does convert the
one thing about Strike, they are kind of being... I don't know, the team is consistent, but Vibe and Ryan, I've seen them. I have not seen Levi. I think I've seen Levi too, but not Alpha, Jiraiya, and also, if they can get a consistent team, right, they can actually make some changes.
So
yeah, that's what I said, right? They're like better than average, but
again, it's exactly as we expected, but this time it is Vegas.
I mean, it was the same team whenever they in I2K and FSN both.
It's like the players of Team Strike don't even stand a chance even mechanically against the players of Accelerate. They're easily able to rule out the players of Team Strike. Team Strike is not able to win the duels. We're not really seeing those multi-kills as well on the board. For some reason, Team Strike, they're getting mechanically outdiffed by the players of Team Accelerate.
See, look at the gun
Accelerate, this is exactly what they knew as well. They pretty much knew. They saw this coming. Accelerate, somewhere down line, they knew this is going to be a one-sided game in their favor. And you can see the confidence too with the play Accelerate's playing. Warden with the shotgun. This man's been nuts. He's just sliding all across the site. He's just sliding all across the hard point, getting those kills stacked up for his team.
Well...
And what happens in
SMD? In the back? He did.
I think so. Yeah, he just punched him in the back to finish him off. Even I got confused for a second. I was like, wait, how? But yeah, then again, I mean, they are in a dominating run. Accelerate in this game right now. White goes for a lead, but Faith but does get taken out inside of that side. Vegas, man, is unkillable. refuses to go down. Still left standing inside of that hard point, and an Accelerate 204. Very close to securing this win.
What are we even supposed to say at this point?
I have no
There's
idea,
nothing to
man.
say. Team Strike is getting absolutely rolled.
Yeah.
They're getting completely dominated. Dominated, it's going to be an understatement. Accelerate, they're making this matchup look completely one-sided. Unparalleled, that's what you would like to say.
Yeah.
Team Strike, yes, maybe for a few seconds they do get this hard point control, but it's a little bit too late. And you can already see the major lead that's being built up on the board. So yeah, for Accelerate, the victory is pretty much there. It's inevitable. They are going to be the one to come out on top. Team Strike, maybe they can try their best for a final few seconds to try and snatch it away from Accelerate and try and delay the inevitable, but still, for the Accelerate,
just a gunfight.
The victory is written in their
See,
face.
even
Yep,
if they have the
Accelerate is gonna close
strategies
this out
right.
very quickly. I mean, not on this hard point.
That's a
but
Team
on the
Strike
next one.
strategies, and
7 seconds remain. They are gonna
the
hit
gunfight kind of
240
dominates in
10
CODM.
points remaining.
You
9,
get like
8,
doubles
7.
and all. The opponent is
Right,
done.
they got 5 points. They need to take up 5 seconds to close out this game. And they're already there on the next hard point as well.
Why is it
Yeah,
so-
it is
whoa,
about
whoa.
to go down. 31 points for Team Strike. Let's see how far they can take this Accelerate. It
Like one-side domination, they
is
did it.
over. 31 to 250. One-sided game.
And the funny
for
part
Accelerate.
is,
Yeah.
the funny part is, Johnny, Rebel was not even playing. He was subbed out. So
Yeah, it happened.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I mean, as we
Revel
mentioned,
was
right,
not playing.
Revel was supposed to be a sub in the first place. When I had a talk with a few pro
Warden.
players, when I tried to get the information about Accelerate and their updated lineup, they said that Revel's going to be the sub player, but the fact that he was still playing for the initial matches was crazy. And actually, Revel proved himself too. And the fact that Revel was not even playing and still Accelerate's able to dominate, even this roster is more than enough to try and bring any team down on their knees. Man, the hype
Exactly.
is
So this
really
like
building
a-
up for a fight
oh, yeah.
between Godlike and Accelerate. I would
so
love to
this
see that.
another guy
Yeah,
who's
and
actually
that's
sub,
the best
who's
part. We're
Revel,
gonna have to
and
wait
he has
all the
proved
way till the land
to be fit in the main line. Ah, yeah, I've seen him play too.
Both of them in
Like,
different groups.
he
I
used
think
to be
that's the most unfortunate thing. But hey,
Guy, he was not a sub
it's
guy.
always better to save the best for last, right?
Yeah, and the lead
Yup,
ups done
he
it on
might
purpose as well, by the way.
come in when the team needed. Yeah, I mean he's like
Groups because they knew
Viper
Accelerate's going to be the
for
dominant
Accelerate.
one in this group,
Completely
and Godlike's going
capable.
to be the dominant one in the opposite group. But for Accelerate, honestly speaking, man, there's not really a lot to speak about this entire matchup. They were just dominating through. They were just running through against the players of Team Strike. And for Team Strike, all you can do is feel bad. That's it, man. Team Strike, they tried their best, yes, but their best wasn't even close.
Yeah, they tried their level best. That's all they could do. But again, I think individually as well, the players from the side of Accelerate were playing phenomenally well. Another big reason why the players of Strike started to struggle. And Vegas, this man is just a monster. Warden as well, as you mentioned. I mean, the last time Rebel
SND.
was subbing
Let's
in
go.
for Warden himself, and now their main playing 5 is playing, so Accelerate just a little bit more comfortable. But we do have the match summary on our screens, and again, one-sided win for the last.
We need to kind of rank up. I think Accelerate stand nearly on the top 3rd team,
Rihanna
and then
at
I
the
think
top
Anthem
24,
comes in,
Vegas with
and then I
31.
guess
One-sided
T-Lines
domination, that's
maybe?
all you can see.
there's a team
Even
called
Virus right
NLU.
there
I
on
don't know.
the
I think it's
second
non-stop.
As I
Yeah,
mentioned,
non-stop,
right,
it's
the only
Revenant.
players who can really save
I
the
think
game
they
from
all are
Strike
same.
gonna
So
be
Revenant,
Levi and Vibes.
then we have
These two
P-Lines, I
players
guess,
don't really
and then we
perform
have
before. In Search and Destroy, if
Team
Levi
Strike.
once again does
Oh,
not
we have
allow
Team
the other
Row
team
and all. I
starts
don't know
lighting
what
things
happened to
up,
Team Row.
then Accelerate's once again going to accelerate through the victory, and this is going to be a quick 2-0.
Yeah, it definitely will be. I think someone needs to stand up and someone needs to individually start taking down the players of Accelerate. It can happen on Search and Destroy. That's the best part, right? Individual performances can swing a lot of rounds in your favor, but that one man or those two players need to be consistent. And again, a lot of pressure on Rian and Levi right now, but these two players, these two individuals need to deliver. Otherwise, Accelerate, I think this is just going to be an incredible matchup from their side, and they can completely take this one-sided.
And Johnny, even though both these teams are still facing on the equal level inside of the tournament, you can still see the skill gap. It's so big.
Yeah.
Even Godlike, when they faced off against their foes, the skill gap was massive. It felt like the opponents, they weren't even close to defeating Godlike. And over here too, you can't see Accelerate just completely dominating and moving through the players of Team Strike. Even over here, the skill gap is way too much. And honestly speaking, this is not a good thing for the competitive circuit as well. If the skill gap is not closed up, if we're not really seeing any close calls, then it's not going to be too entertaining, because if you're just going to see complete one-sided affair like these, then yeah, it definitely sort of sucks the fun out of it.
Yeah, it does. To a certain extent, it does. I do agree with you on that. But I think there's
SND, let's go.
nothing we can do about it, right? It's down to the lads from the side of Strike to just stand up on an individual level and try and secure those wins for themselves, but...
Oh, shoot.
There's the first frag secured by
He'll find one. I know why he'll find one, but okay, he still did that.
Ready for Strike to strike in this round. It's just gonna go away. Accelerate starting on attack as well. Oh, wipe. Gets double peaked and gets taken out. Vegas as well finds that frag.
You need to note that.
First round, Accelerate.
I mean, if attacker side, right?
Wow,
if the team on the attacker side is dominant,
honestly speaking, I was
then
taking a sip of my coffee.
It's gonna be
and as soon as I look back at the screen, the round's done.
You know,
interesting.
In SND, attacker side, I mean, they are the ones who decide, how the game goes.
First round, and Tunisia.
It's up to them. They can do whatever they want until they planned.
This man is playing around the corner, but
so it's like chess. They put the first step.
From the back as he wraps him up in a sheet as well. The LMG's being pulled out from Levi, but this time around against Accelerate, it's not going to work that well.
Oh,
maybe on Tunisia itself, it's not working that well. Warden with this finesse is now starting to light the players up, and once again he peeks all the way in the back. Warden single-handedly is making sure that the opponents they kneel and bow in front of him.
Warden got a poke already. Tries to move in. Gets spotted out by Warden. Warden finds that frag as well. Another round in the bag for the players of Accelerate. And it seems like being on attack is them being in their natural element. They are forced to push towards the players of Strike, and that is what they would want.
Maybe Accelerate now is going to try to pull off some weird shenanigans.
Yeah.
Try and spear someone to death, just like the way they were punching a few players in the hard point. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. There we go, Odin in the hands of Vegas, and yeah, for Accelerate, it's not even a challenge, dude. They're just walking on towards the site, easily clearing it out. It's like a stroll on the summer's day. But maybe now the struggles are going to be there. A 3-on-2, hold on, Accelerate, starting to face some real challenges. Extinct's taken down, but Ghost is not going to make it that easy. Ghost, he switches up as he takes down another man in the front. The LMG's watching that corner, and eventually Levi will hand out that closure. Finally, Team Strike getting one round in the board, and this one round is going to be a lot.
Right?
Yeah, but extremely close that round as well. But as you mentioned, Strike, this round, every single round is going to be a lot.
Just because you're dominating, it doesn't mean you need to
there is an opportunity for them to take on and beat the players of Accelerated.
Just finishing the job.
Board itself. Search and destroy.
Oh, yeah,
Ghost man, that was scary. Extinction out.
I just remembered about Vibe, man. Oh, he's pretty good at in Tunisia.
I think things are going to be
how did I forget about bro?
I'm not once
seen him taking a peek in Tunisia at B-side. I just forgot about it.
He's going to be stabbed in the back as G-shots find that frag. Vibe also
picked up, and
once again it is going to be Accelerate in the drive.
What's Vibe in?
Such a big change in the
I don't remember him being there. I think he was in felines, right?
They're waiting for a
I think Vibe was in felines.
That's what exactly happened.
If I remember it correct.
Jiraiya got caught off guard, as even he got struck down. And now for Accelerate, the exact man advantage they were looking for is achieved. And that's why they move on towards the B side. They've already got the control, and the players are going to hold quad the deep angles. Levi with the LMG once again looking to clear a few sites up as well. And
that flick, made me remember.
He's missing everything. That's a different thing.
All his previous gameplay.
Still, it's about the
he has a
locust.
There's a locust demonic breath.
Yeah, Warden looking to slip out of that spot. There was a smoke. Warden's able to get a few kills on the hands, and G-Shots backs him up as well perfectly.
3-1. A big edge for Accelerate to work with. Again, it's just the switch in the pace.
Oh my God, our players need to grind a lot, man. For the internationals, they need to grind a lot.
Do they just go all in again, or
need all the help now.
Down, bait the players of Team Strike to step into their crosshairs, but no,
oh
it seems
my
like
God,
it's an all-out push towards the A side. They run into a meat grinder.
This is Vibe map.
Levi finds once more. Vegas is still there though, takes down Alpha and finds another one. Extinct. What was that?
Oh my God.
It's just a cleanup coming in from Accelerate. What is going on?
He's just sliding into his own DMs. Look at that. The way they're sliding, it's not being countered by the players of Team Strike.
Oh, but the bomb drop is there, Necro. Look at where the bomb has been dropped. Right at the feet of Jiraiya.
The feet of Jiraiya.
Oh boy. well, maybe it's time to pull off some big brain moves now for Accelerate. They're not really accustomed to this, but sometimes you need to do so. Accelerate. They've already moved all the way to the opposite side, and this wraparound is the man going to be expecting. 1-on-2 on the way. Extincts. Imagine the amount of pressure this man's going to be feeling from the side of Strike. So many thoughts just rushing through his head. And for some reason, Accelerate, they still are playing it pretty passive.
He found
Eventually, they do go
and
for
the bomb is dropped too.
Still 25 seconds on the board, and Vegas really wants to push up. He is now walking up. He does not know exactly where the opponent's position, but Vegas
look at the
checks
distance
that
that he took
angle
there.
as he hands out the death blow even to that player.
Damn.
That was impressive. 4-1. Accelerate not looking to slow down from here on out. Vegas in an incredible form. Warden ever so consistent. And again, the switch of the pace is there after being aggressive in the last few rounds. Accelerate this time. Look at how far back they are. In from a different position as well. Vegas looking for the opener.
Patience being showcased from Accelerate this time around as well. Just like once they did in the past. And it actually worked out to perfection. But Wibes, he's able to wipe one player outside of the lobby. Extincts. And now it's a 4-on-5. Man advantage in the hands of Team Strike. And that's a good thing. Jiraiya, he knows exactly where the opponent's positioned as well, but unfortunately, the timing does not work with him. As soon as he moves away, the site's going to be taken instantly. And Jiraiya just never saw this coming. They called the rotation all the way towards the A site because they thought it's going to be an A hit. With a few fakes, it was so easy to pull out the rotations.
What are they doing?
And now look at the players of Team Strike. They've already
my God.
lost the momentum, and they've already lost the
B,
control.
they're done.
Vegas and Warden through the smoke.
Strike is done.
Oh boy, this is brutal to watch. Alpha somehow finds a frag onto G-Shots, but 3 more players from the side of Accelerate waiting on the other side to deal with. 30 seconds left for this retake. Players of Strike, they are quite separated from each other. What is going on over here? Rian moving in from a different direction, but Alpha is going to be caught off guard before Rian even shows up. There it is, the kill secured.
There's one from
now,
mid.
it doesn't matter where Rian
I think
is.
Ghost will just jump now. I don't think. Oh, it will be Warden. Okay, he finds Vegas.
Oh,
but nah,
the
to
snapper
connect.
was
Yeah,
pretty
it did
close.
connect, but yeah.
And Accelerate too easy for them.
Yeah.
Even another man falls down. Well, we're now going to be switching the sides. Strike on the attack and Accelerate on the defense, and here comes the real trouble for Team Strike now. The teams usually, they tend to struggle a lot on attack. And for Accelerate, this is the exact moment they were waiting for. Just need to play on the defense, and they've left mid completely open. Easily contested by the players as well, and look at the amount of smokes that are being tossed too.
That's a
Beyond
bold
the man's
push.
already found such a deep angle. Vegas gets shot down. And the site's now completely open.
Okay, that's, oh my God. Look at the rotation. Oh shit.
They've already wrapped up for the back lines, but no success found yet. Leave on towards the site is already once again established that LMG. Shots takes Levi down, and that's going to be an important frag. The players, they wrap up from the back lines too, and Team Strike, you can see the fear in their hearts.
They could have gone A though, but still, yep. Still have the manpower.
3 versus 2, Accelerate.
But they are moving on towards A. That's the next rotation, by the way. It won't be interrupted.
Strike, they're moving. They want the plan to happen towards that A side. They've left one man in the back lines to try and backstab the players. Oh, no one saw him. Why? How unfortunate. He does get picked off. Numbers back into a 2v2. Could have been a big mistake from Accelerate, but luckily for them, they somehow managed to recover because Vibe missed that shot.
Oh my God. And once again, the same thing happens now. Strike, they will start to choke up the duel just like they've been so far. But maybe the position the man's holding, it's something that's unexpected. And that's where Rian finds
can
the
do
edge.
it again for his team.
Takes it down to a one-on-one. He pushes up. But Riyadh gets caught.
That's Odin. Amit bro, welcome to the stream. Yoga post
to save the day for his team.
All the best, bro.
One more round's needed, Johnny. It is the decider.
Oh man. What a round. I mean, Ghost just bringing it back from the depths of hell, man. Those last 2 kills he secured. The first one, very impressive, because he was the one who took that first shot right in his head, but I think it might all be over. Right off the bat, Vegas and G-Shots finding 2 important frags for Accelerate. They're down to 3 players, Team Strike. And Accelerate, look at this. They just go all in. So much commitment towards mid to try and put up pressure. The bomb has been dropped in the middle of nowhere. And Team Strike, I think this is going to be a very difficult recovery for them.
It indeed is. 1-6, Accelerate.
Welcome.
Okay, Vegas is able to find that as well. Johnny, I think so it's done. The inevitable has struck. Extinct is able to find Vibe as well. Now it's 1 man against the 4 players of
they did it.
Team
Accelerate,
crazy. And that's it. Accelerate, they wrap up the players of Team Strike in a sheet.
Look at the kills after this.
They sent him back home. 2-0. A quick matchup between these 2 teams. Team Strike, for them, this is definitely a major learning curve.
Yes, it is. I mean, what a series between these 2 sides, and what an impressive performance coming in from Accelerate.
Stream timing na 9 gante cut marbidla anta.
And this time again, in this search and destroy, there were a lot of rounds that they had no business in winning, especially during the second half, but they still came out on top just because of like incredible skills and a little bit of luck being on their side. I still don't get it. Why? What happened to him, man?
I mean, just look at the highlights too, man. Inside of the highlights as well, you're just going to see the players of Accelerate dominate the
we'll go through the kills, but better.
And with the way Accelerate's also positioning themselves on the site, it seems much more methodical. It seems much more sensible, if that makes sense. Because with the way they're also holding the angles, they know exactly where the players are going to flood in front, and they're always cutting off the rotations.
Yeah. But again, I mean, along with cutting up the rotations, I mean, Accelerate, just the raw firepower itself is something else to deal with. It's very difficult to survive in a gunfight. I mean, you look at these last few rounds and how Ghost all of a sudden just started to click.
2 hearts, 200. He's getting 4K,
monster.
5K views. I
mean, talk about monster, and I think so even
okay.
Levi sometimes was a monster for the side of the players of Team Strike, right? Especially when he pulled out the LMG, not exactly in this matchup himself, but in the previous one that Strike played, he was definitely giving the players of Team Feline a run for their money, but this time around, the LMG did not work out.
Something is working for him.
It's much more of a closer ranged map,
yes, people there.
and that's where the major advantage was stacked with the players of Team Accelerate. As we move on towards the match stats as well, Accelerate, of course, they are the one to course through, and they are the one to win through this entire matchup. Vegas was the one with the most amount of eliminations on the board, 11-3. That's an insane KD.
It is insane, and it was an undeniable fact that Accelerate just played out of their minds, and an amazing
vertical strike
performance coming in from them. But can they keep this going? Because like a few more matches remain for them. As of now, they sit undefeated in their particular group. How far can they take this? I think all the way, to be honest. I mean, now that I think about it, I think they're going to be tested in Group A.
I think so. 2 teams, we've already got them fixed up, right? We already know which of those 2 teams that are going to move in towards the land finale. One is Godlike, one is Accelerate. Considering Accelerate is looking pretty unstoppable. And speaking of stopping stuff, even non-stop can actually be another one of those teams to move on forward towards the land finale without any struggle. Can't struggle to move on and qualify, but still, if Time to Pound play the same way they played today, there's a big chance they can easily course through.
We got beaten up like anything.
I mean, you never know, anything can happen. Still a long way to go, but I think it's time for us to have a look at the leaderboard. Today is coming to an end, and here it is, the updated leaderboard for Group A. Accelerate 3-0. 3 matches victories for them. Anthem with a 1-1 record right now. Feline having their first win today. Strike struggling to strike back, and Galaxia only win 1 game, but I think Galaxia and Strike are going to be the teams that we might have to be due to at the end of the challenge season before we head towards the challenge finals.
Yeah, but even Galaxia, they have been pretty surprising, right? Galaxia in the lower bracket, especially in the open finals, they surprised all of us.
But just ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಗೇಮ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ನಹಿ ದಿಖಾ ಇಸ್ stream it was we are not supposed to stream. It was only in the main channel. I put the community post and all. ಡೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಡು 7 hours ago ಅಂತೆ. ಏನೋ ಅಷ್ಟಾಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವನು. ಒಂದಿನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು. ಅದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ 2 ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ರೇಜಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ.
Hello and welcome. I am back with another Call of Duty Mobile live stream.
Alright guys, I'm end my stream. Thank you so much for being here. I'm with Sia, CODM Play Bro Sia. That was nice couple of matches. We got to know the strength of our Indian CODM teams, and I think on 26th and 27th they will be back with new matches, and not new, the following up matches, and we'll be tracking them too, and we'll be tracking the LAN event too. That's gonna happen at Dream Hack Hyderabad. So see ya. Good night, guys.